radio app, now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we do have a pretty good show set up for you today. Not 100%, maybe 94. It's
Ouch.
a good one.
Brutal honesty.
I guess.
Get you caught up on what's happening out there. Deb's Woke News will do that for you. Top of the hour. Animal House. Today, the Central Florida Zoo drops by. G. Food Jennings and Amber Mayhew. And they're coming with a special guest. You'll learn about that in just a little bit.
Yeah,
Plus,
his name is Juice.
trivia, Ross thoughts, last call, topics, your talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Miss Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Full send. Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
What it be like, Jim?
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is money, MONEY. Go to realradio.fm. Use that thing that pops up immediately when you get there. Send that away for your shot at $1,000. Remember, if you're playing the game, you got to pick up your phone. Your 3 o'clock keyword is money. Also, you can find us on social media, Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. We do stream the show live every day, Twitch and YouTube at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you'll find all the blogs and all the other stuff.
What up, Twitchers?
Well, that's right, 100%. So you're all set up there, Twitchers. Everybody having a good Wednesday?
Yeah, we're back to full prescription strength.
My God, I think this is the first time all 4 of us have been in the studio since last Monday?
Oh, no.
Or
Even
did
before that.
What? A week? Wait.
No,
Yeah,
it was
because
more than a week.
It was the day that I theoretically gave you COVID.
Theoretically.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
last time we
theory.
were all
That's
together,
still-
you
it's
almost
a-
killed Deb.
It's
Yeah.
just-
And Larry.
This is a working theory we're working with. This is
Yeah, you're
this
like
is the-
Typhoid Mary walking
There's-
through the 4th floor. You've taken out how many of your coworkers?
There's no-
You almost killed me.
There's no
I barely survived.
confirming evidence that any of that happened.
Yeah.
It's just coincidence. It's coincidence.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
All I know is that if Deb starts balding,
Oh.
so something's up.
Yeah,
All right.
there's going to be a big problem
All
there.
right, 407-916-1041. Jack, were we accurate yesterday? Did you take an extra day off to sit and listen to the show?
That was not the goal, and that is never the goal of me taking the day off. However, if I have time when I'm off, I will usually listen to the show because, believe it or not, I kind of enjoy the program.
No, I get you 100%.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Pretty
an
good.
endorsement
Yeah,
right there,
not
man.
bad, not
Day
bad.
off and you want to listen?
I took you guys on my bike ride. I listened to you guys instead of a Mark Maron podcast. I listened to you guys live. Got caught in the rain. Got home
Nice.
just in time to get
Ragged on by us on the air.
I heard that
Which was nice.
a little bit.
Did you paddleboard this weekend?
I did.
Where did you go?
It was Triplet Lake.
Oh, yeah, over there in Castleberry.
In Castleberry, right by Secret Lake. Triplet Lake, I went north, middle, and south.
North, middle, and
Wow.
south.
I actually had to get on my board and duck down, like sit on my board and duck to make it under the cart path bridge
Oh,
to,
wow.
to go from Middle Lake to South
I know
Triplet Lake.
that's between hole 8 and 9.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
So you got, but I didn't know that was navigable.
Yeah.
I did not know that you could get anything through there.
Yeah.
It is literally a foot deep.
Well,
At that point, yeah, and then you go out into the middle there and go around the island, and then I'm just kind of floating on my board, and, I told my neighbor that later that night. She's like, you have any idea how many gators are in there?
I was about to ask you if you saw any.
I didn't see any.
Any otters?
I saw some ducks.
Okay, nice.
yeah.
I saw some ducks that moved and some ducks that didn't move.
Okay.
All right.
I
Those
saw.
are called decoys.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
I
never
s-
mind.
I saw some birds, other birds, and
That's it, huh?
And I heard a couple. I heard a little croaking, so that could have been gator.
Yeah, it could have been a gator, I guess. In the middle of the day?
Sure, the babies.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it that season right now? Is it
I
baby
hear
season?
it's mating season.
Is it?
Well, yeah, we
is
just
it?
got done with mating season.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you,
So now you have, before you had aggressive males you had to watch out for. Now it's the aggressive females sitting on their nest. So again, if you live by any kind of body of water,
that shoreline, man.
yeah, just keep your dogs out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying at least 15, 20 feet away from that.
Good.
I avoid the
Shoreline?
the shoreline and the growth and the lily pads and stuff. I don't want to disturb anything.
It's,
I
that,
wouldn't.
it's that grassy area that gets all real sketchy.
Yeah. Avoid that.
Yeah, you don't want to be part of that world.
No.
No.
Did you peep any water dogs?
What's a water dog? What are you talking
Otters, man.
about? Oh yeah,
No, did not
otters.
see any otters.
Are there otters in those lakes? I mean, there were in that little
Oh,
lake I lived in.
yeah.
There was otters in there.
Otters are so cool.
Yeah.
Otters
don't-
are the best.
Yeah, you don't like otters, Jack?
I love them. It's one of my favorite Christmas specials from the 70s. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Whoa! Some joke just went over my head.
Yeah, it did. Or under it.
Yeah.
Lord.
Bought a little John boat yesterday.
Oh,
What?
you did?
Yeah, so I've been looking at this. My wife and I said, we should get a little John boat to put around the river and go fishing in the mornings and stuff. So found one on a Facebook Marketplace, which is, I think, voted third least likely to die from. Craigslist, automatic number one.
Yeah.
No, but found it on Facebook Marketplace. Nice young man owned it, and he just bought another boat. Wanted to get rid of this one. It is a beater John boat, 1985 motor. It was all great. We took it out in our little lake yesterday. It's in our neighborhood, and man, how awesome! Cannot wait to start fishing, bobber fishing, like when you were a kid. None of the fancy stuff. Just throw a bobber out there with a worm, a wriggler.
Are you worried about the 1985 engine?
No, we're fine. We have paddles as well.
All right.
This is a 1967 engine, dog. These.
You gotta. You're gonna be paddling.
No. If the motor goes bad, but it's fine. Everything's fine. He guaranteed me, and then he shook my hand and looked me dead in the eye. That means he can only tell the truth.
That's the real contract.
That's the real contract right there.
So you gave him COVID-19 as well.
Yeah, just first things first, rubbed it all over their faces.
Yeah,
I said,
part
okay.
part of the deal is that I cough in your mouth.
So took it out, scooted around the lake, runs great, excited. I got to tell you, I used to fish when I was a kid, but I haven't been fishing in a long time. You ever do that? You ever fish?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, are you a fisherman at all? You ever catch a fish?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, you never did.
No.
Okay, stop. Just stop.
You changed from "Are you a fisherman?" to "Have you ever caught a fish?" I do not describe myself as a fisherman. I have caught a fish.
You've caught a fish.
I've caught a fish.
Where did you catch a fish? What fair?
Okay, I caught one in a little retention pondish area in New Jersey somewhere, and it was a tiny little fish.
Okay.
And then
And Jack, by the way, is making a tiny little fish like you had, the size of
it was a few inches.
like a Halloween-sized bar.
And then I caught a giant fish in the Abacos, which was like,
you were
I
on
don't
a-
know, like
on-
3 feet on
on a
boat.
fishing trip on a charter boat?
Yeah, I was in the chair.
Was
Look
it
out.
a barracuda?
Look out. No, it was a real fish.
It's a real fish.
That's a,
Not a
But-
junk fish.
Okay, so I don't know if we've asked Ross this before. Before we even ask, do you guys think Ross Padgett has ever caught a fish?
I'm going to say yes, based on the story where he had a male role model in
There
his
you
life
go.
after his father died who took him fishing.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I think we already went over this.
Yeah, we did.
Caught a fish, but I never used a fishing rod.
Would you catch him with your bare hands like a
No,
ninja?
It was a spool, man.
Yeah.
A spool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, that's right. You just had like a big thing of twine with a hook
that's how
on
my
it.
cousins fish.
And I just went down.
Really?
Oh, yeah, get in their canoe, spool it out.
Oh man, that's so fun. You gotta have a rod. You gotta have something
Yeah, I'm
mechanical
talking
to
ocean fishing, Jimmy. None
Oh.
of your pussy.
do. No. Listen,
Sorry, dude.
listen.
These boys would take you out at the knees
Oh,
fishing.
no,
What?
I don't go out. I can't go out there.
No, whatever.
I can't get- I
no,
get
you
sick.
can't go out in the ocean in a canoe and fish.
No, it's not a canoe.
Well,
it's
that's-
a 16-foot John
No,
boat.
but you were just dismissing what my cousins. I was just telling you
No.
that's what they do, and that's why they would take you out on the knee.
They would go out in the ocean in a canoe?
Yeah,
You are a liar.
I am not.
Wow, really? That is balls.
Well, that's what happens when you grow up on an island. You just learn
Yeah, I
stuff
guess
like
so.
the rest of us just would.
Oh, you're talking about the Costa
never-
Rica family.
But no, my Colombian family.
Oh, yeah,
the-
Colombian.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, careful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just made that mistake
Mhm,
yesterday.
I know. Gringo no.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cursing you out a lot. It's
Yeah,
only
I-
9 minutes in.
I heard gringo. That's bad. Usually it's never good. It's never Gringo's awesome.
So
It's never that.
your vessel is 16 feet.
16 feet long. That pretty good size
That's
John
big.
boat. Pretty
That's
happy
pretty
about
big.
it.
Now, why is
Yeah.
it called a John boat?
That's a big ass canoe, man.
I think it's just a John boat has always just been an aluminum frame
Flat bottom
boat.
boat?
Usually flat bottom. The one we have is V-hull because flat bottoms will kick your ass.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: if you're out in the river
Oh,
and
the
somebody
waves.
passes you, the wake is just bam, bam. It's like hitting concrete every time. The V-hull cuts it, so you don't have to worry about all that. They don't want to get beat up.
When was the last time you went fishing on a boat?
God
Bobber
almighty.
fishing.
Man, oh man,
Bobber fishing.
it has been a really long time. Up in North Florida, there's a little river called the Ocklawaha.
Yeah.
It is a tributary of the St. John's up there in North Florida, and the reason it's so good for because it's good for small boats. It's a really narrow river, but it's really good for small boats. So we always fish with John boats. All my friends had John boats, so it's just how it was. You can beat the hell out of them. You don't have to have a trailer. Ours does, but you can just throw it in the back of your car, strap it down, or the back of your pickup truck, strap it down, throw the motor up there, put it together when you get to the dock, and launch and go. You don't need nothing fancy.
You got to call it a gym boat.
No, I'm not gonna. It's a
It's a gym boat.
It's a John boat.
Jim John boat?
It's on a John boat. I can't.
So
Jim
Jim
boat.
is out on the river riding John?
Listen, if you try to take that over, these guys get out of here. Like, what kind of boat you got there? Oh, it's a Jim boat. Oh, okay, let's just move forward. Don't even talk to you anymore.
All right.
You gotta go fishing, Ross. We gotta go fishing, buddy.
If anyone makes giant vinyl decals, we need Jim Boat.
Sling some baits out there, yank some lips, rip some lips, Ross. You wanna rip some lips?
Ow.
3, please. One for each side and one for the back.
Rip lipping? You
I'm down a little lip
You
ripping.
wanna rip some lips, dog?
And then we'll, have some dipsticks. You know what I'm
do
talking
mean,
about?
Some dipsticks.
Yeah. Whatever those candy sticks are that you dip them in candy.
Oh, you dip. It's called a dipstick.
So
Or
we can
fun
rip
stick.
lips with some dipsticks, and we can call them fun sticks.
There you go.
Hey.
A lot
Oh,
of fun
yeah.
there.
Get a big old chew going.
We'll slow dance,
Big
hold
ol'
each other's hips.
Big old rub.
It's a cold boat.
You
That's
gotta
what
get-
the texture says.
You got to get there at 7:00. Oh, Jack, don't do that. Don't bail on the joke when it bombs.
No.
It's like on
I
the texture.
always give credit to the texters.
Yeah, no, you never do.
I do.
No,
I
you don't.
always do.
No, only when it bombs, Jack. We all see.
Cold boat.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah. Just when
And then we
when
point out that you don't see the texters.
when it kills, you never say a word about it.
always
It's like,
say.
it just scrolled down. I didn't see it.
Well, thanks to the texting service for dipstick.
All right, for us.
They did send
916.
that.
All right, 1041. You can text us at 77031. A bunch of fun stuff to talk about a little bit later today. Deb, what's coming up in news?
Well, coming up right after the break, we're going to talk about a GoFundMe page raising millions for a Highland Park shooting orphan. Back here in Florida, the Parkland Shooters Defense Team wants to exclude certain evidence.
Okay.
And we'll tell you just how much Southern Grocers raised for military families and that you helped raise for military
Oh, wow.
families when you did your grocery shopping at Winn-Dixie.
Oh, that's cool. Good. I'm glad we'll know that number. Very good. We'll get all that in here in 1 second. 407-916-1041. Don't forget your 3 o'clock keyword is
Money.
money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at that $1,000. Deb's News, more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
A bit aggressive.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Just tell Siri to play Real Radio 104.1. You're welcome, iPhone users.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Stop and go traffic continues eastbound on I-4 at this hour between US 192 and State Road 535. We're seeing delays too heading westbound between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. A slow go too between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. No reported issues at this hour on the beach line. The 408 is up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Hoagie Fest. It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is back. $5 shorties and $6 classics. Only at Wawa Hoagie Fest.
You know, do-it-yourself alarm systems appear to be the solution for home security. Problem is, they aren't, because they're cheap and simple. That means cheap and simple to install and easy to bypass. Nobody knows that better than the crooks. They can get right by those systems, and the do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. Sure, you get that great-looking video. It's awesome, and you see the crime happening. Problem is, it's not hooked up to an alarm system that's calling the help you need. That's where SafeTouch steps in with their 5 layers of protection. First up, that SafeTouch sign, letting crooks know to stay away. It's a SafeTouch house. Second, cameras. That is where the information really comes in, identifying boundaries and humans, alerting the bad guys they're on camera, being identified, and being recorded. And the homeowners actually sent that direct feed. Entry alerts notify the central station before the bad guys even enter. They call it their always on feature. The exclusive two-way communicator. That's the game changer, guys. That's an immediate verified response. That gets you faster responses than any system out there, and it's not even close. Plus, the monitoring system is right here in Florida as well. That gets you that double protection service as well. Just call 888-723-8682. Get that free demonstration of the newest 5-star system. It's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by Florida Jobs Now.
Did you know audio memory lasts 6 times longer than visual memory? That's why businesses advertise with iHeartMedia, the #1 audio company in the country. Reach consumers with radio, podcasting, streaming, and more. Make your business a household name and visit iHeartAdvertising.com or call 844-BUY-RADIO. Grow your reach, grow your business. Call iHeartMedia today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com or call 844-BUY-RADIO.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
All smashed up, don't know what to do. Just call Mo so you won't be singing the blues. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Dell's Black Friday and July sale is here. Power productivity with a tech refresh. Now with up to 45% off top-rated laptops like the XPS, along with our special deals on business desktops with Intel Core processors. Get big savings on the latest servers, storage, monitors, and more with free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo.
It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
The free iHeartRadio app is your summer travel soundtrack. Whether you're hitting the road, taking a flight, or hanging out by the pool, you can take your favorite radio station with you everywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app. Enjoy tons of playlists filled with summer anthems like Songs of Summer, Yacht Rock, Beach Vibes, and Kids Summer, plus all the podcasts. You can escape the heat with chilling true crime podcasts or soak up the sun with some comedy fun and so much more. It's all free and it's all waiting for you now on the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
The great catfish hunter rides again.
Oh, yeah, player. Watch out for those whiskers, buddy. They'll get you. Proven fact. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good one. Monsters had a winner today, by the way, in the contest.
Shelly!
Shelly takes home $1,000. Let's get some in your hand as well. Your 3 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. It's still valid, ready for you to cash in. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot to get that $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On The Jim Colbert Show.
As always, Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that mortgage guy, Don. A GoFundMe page for a toddler left orphaned by the Highland Park shooting has raised nearly $2.5 million.
So that's crazy.
A picture of 2-year-old Aiden McCarthy went viral after Monday's attack at the 4th of July parade. Local news reports said the little boy's parents, Kevin, 37-year-old Kevin McCarthy, and his mother, 35-year-old Irina McCarthy, were 2 of the 7 people killed in the mass shooting north of Chicago. A GoFundMe page was started for the orphan, and over 34,000 donations were collected in less than 12 hours. As of early this morning, more than $1.8 million had been raised, and now it's up to almost $2.5 million. The toddler's grandparents reportedly will be the ones to care for him going forward. Back here in Florida, the defense team for the Parkland school shooter is trying to remove evidence from his sentencing trial. An investigation showed Nicholas Cruz had swastikas on his clothing and on the suspected gun he used to kill 17 people back in 2018. Evidence also showed he searched for child porn online. Cruz's attorneys, however, say this should all be thrown out since it's not proven his crimes are sexually or racially motivated. A judge will make the final call before the trial is set to begin on July 18th. Now, maybe this is just because this is a layperson's understanding of the criminal proceedings, but isn't this whole point is to save his life or sentence him to death for the crimes that he committed? And if part of that mentality was built by child porn, swastikas, racial slurs, and animal abuse, those are things that I think the jury should hear about. It's the preponderance of his life that you're deciding whether or not to save.
And it's a symbol of hate.
Of course.
So I mean, if you're looking for motivation, I mean, that's a symbol of hate. So.
Well, and he's already pled guilty, so we're not trying to establish his guilt or innocence. That's already been established. This is whether or not he lives or dies.
Right.
Yeah. Nazis definitely have a history of the whole superior race take.
You know, exactly, and that goes with child porn and animal torture and. I mean, and this guy's, 21 now?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and ugly?
I mean, just those are the kinds of, put him with the guy from Highland Park and just Knucklehead Island.
Knucklehead Island.
I don't know,
that might be too good for them.
You're right.
Actually, unarmed at Knucklehead Island, I think, karma would happen.
Oh, yeah. But the only thing I can think of when I see these kids doing this stupid stuff is the life that they are going to have in prison is going to be that of systemic abuse.
Well,
I mean, systemic painful abuse for the remainder of their life.
Well, if they're they're most likely going to be spending 23 hours of it in solitary confinement because these guys can't be let loose in a general prison population. Yeah. Their shanks are bigger than these two guys.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it is a little ironic Now that you bring that up, is that, they get bullied at school, and then they do something that puts them into the capital of, quote, bullying.
Right,
Next
exactly.
level.
Next
Professional
level.
bullying.
Exactly. For the rest of their lives.
So the picture of the Chicago shooter, and it looks like an anime drawing.
Yeah, it does. It's just he's
a Where's
waif.
Waldo?
Yeah.
He is, and he had a second shooting site that he was planning, a second mass shooting. It was in Madison, Wisconsin. He decided against going there because he hadn't done as much research, according to him, as much research around Madison as he had done with Highland Park. So he was planning a second mass shooting, and he did plead. Is facing 7 counts of first-degree murder and admitted to the judge that he knew what he did.
Right,
he confessed. All right, Florida's Attorney General wants the ongoing 15-week abortion battle to go straight to the state Supreme Court. The request was issued last night after Tallahassee Judge John Cooper officially signed an order to block the abortion ban, which was counteracted less than an hour later when the state filed an appeal. This is so confusing. The ACLU and abortion providers are planning to file a motion against the stay. The state plans to use the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade last month to help defend its 15-week limit.
This has happened now in 2 states, right? Where they after the federal ban, a state judge ruled against that, and then the federal ban held back up again in those states. I mean, it's just, again, it's like a tennis match.
In Florida, it falls on the Florida Constitution, which has more detailed privacy rights than the federal Constitution.
But unfortunately, that privacy clause is rather broad, and it's expected that the state Supreme Court will be able to...
Also conservative, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Florida's governor is tapping a longtime attorney and former Broward County Supervisor of Elections as the state's first director of the Office of Election Crimes and Security.
Okay.
While signing the election administration bill into law in April, Ron DeSantis said it's about making sure laws on the books are enforced. Peter Antonacci has been serving as director and chief judge of the Division of Administrative Hearings. All right, Orange County officials, if you're an Orange County resident or have been in the recent past, heads up, they may have some money for you.
Can I ask a quick question before you go forward? Jack, maybe you'll know this, and I will not. Going back to the story before, would the ghost money candidate thing fall under this new Office of Election Crimes?
It should, but if you remember, Scott Maxwell had talked about reaching out to the governor's office before about whether or not that would be absorbed into it. And as far as I remember, has not heard anything back.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, just like that, and the FPL operatives tailing a reporter.
The irony of that would be kind of fun to watch.
It is, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. All right, well, again, Orange County officials may have some money for you to cash in. The clerk's office has just published their 2022 list where they have nearly 12,000 unclaimed checks that were mailed out. The money was made for things like vendor payments, refunds, cash bonds, in the amount of anything from a penny all the way up to $5,000.
Yeah, I saw a couple $500 ones there, one $1,200 one there. I was looking at the list, just checking for other people I knew, not myself.
Well, residents do have until...
Have you lived in Orange County, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah, Maitland, right? All those years in Maitland.
Oh, that's right.
That was unincorporated Seminole County.
Yeah, but what about...
Let's just move forward with this story. I was looking out for Ross, and, Ross lives in
You
Orange County.
You found money, didn't you?
I did not find any money. I was looking for Ross.
You were looking for your print shop.
I would never look for myself.
You lived in that College Park area, right?
No. That was years ago.
Oh, wrong.
I've already searched my name
years
ago.
Baldwin Park. No, I was thinking way before that.
Oh, my God, I would never live in College Park. That dump.
Anything with the word college.
Yeah. That way he can still say he went. Residents have until September 1st to claim the money. Okay, hopefully you're not a big fan of oysters on the half shell, because it turns out some oysters along Florida's coast are considered dangerous following a recent study.
Oh, come on!
FIU scientists sampled 156 oysters from Biscayne Bay, Marco Island, and Tampa Bay. Researchers say they found toxic, quote-unquote, forever chemicals, which are found in all kinds of things, everything from cosmetics to food packaging.
To, let's say, every human body.
Yeah, exactly. In the oysters, posing a serious threat to people and wildlife. Biscayne Bay near Miami showed the highest concentration levels, but officials are reassuring residents that the health risk of eating Florida oysters is low.
because you are already affected.
Exactly.
Right.
You're already full of that chemical from Teflon. What is it? They found microplastics in snow for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so screwed.
Some crazy percentage that we all have plastic in our bodies.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's it. But that forever chemical thing is for real. It's in every single human body.
Yeah.
Little too late to care there, oyster peeps.
Well, in the meantime, a Southwest Florida creamery is facing a wrongful death lawsuit after it was linked to a listeria outbreak. Attorneys say 79-year-old Mary Billman traveled to Florida from Illinois earlier this year and ate at Big Olaf Creamery in Sarasota.
Ooh.
She died of listeria just days later.
Yeah.
Now, the CDC has linked an outbreak to that company after 23 people got sick, and this creamery is not having any of it. Very upset. Big Olaf says for now, this is all speculation, but there's still...
Could you do it in what you would suspect Big Olaf's voice to be?
Big Olaf. I would imagine Ross has a much better Swedish chef sounding, but Big Olaf says for now, this is speculation, but they're still cooperating with health officials.
It sounds like a Swedish tire dealer. Come on down to Big Olaf's.
All right, teenage girl. Man, I wish someone could sit this child down because she is not accepting a plea deal in connection to that shootout with Volusia County deputies.
Oh, boy.
That little girl, that young child?
Investigators say Nicole Jackson was 14 years old when she and a 12-year-old boy ran away from their foster home. The two allegedly broke into an Enterprise home where the man and his two daughters had just left to go to Publix and used guns from inside the home, which weren't even assembled, to shoot at deputies.
Think about driving back up to that scene. That must have been like a dream. You leave to go to the grocery store. When you come back, there's an active cop shootout in your house with your guns.
Yeah.
In 15 or 20 minutes, that happens.
And I believe that was the case where she said she was going to roll this bitch like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Well, Jackson
she
is facing...
stepped outside in the garage, full body shown to shoot.
Yeah.
They had to talk themselves out of killing this chick.
Yeah, well, they
wound up shooting him in the ankle or something.
Abdomen.
But they could have easily killed her 15 times.
And it's a heartbreaking video because after you see them quote unquote neutralize the threat, right? Because she wasn't going to stop shooting.
She wasn't stopping.
They immediately run to her and she's crying. She's in intense pain, and you'd never know that just moments before she was aiming a high-powered weapon at these guys, because that's not the care that they rendered. Well, Jackson is facing attempted first-degree murder charges on a law enforcement officer, and she could now get a life sentence.
Wow, really?
She turned down the plea deal.
Wow, really?
So now they're deciding her next court appearance is in August, where they're deciding whether to hold her in jail until she goes to trial.
So that means that, so she's 14, she's what 15 or 16 now? Because it happened last year? So that means she could receive a life sentence as a juvenile? Wow.
Which I know.
And she shot somebody, right? I mean, did she make contact?
I do not believe so, but I
thought there was I thought one of the kids grazed an officer.
Okay, I believe, but no one was shot.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. I mean, she was. That was the only one. Right?
But I mean, the video of the firefight is. I don't know why she would have made this choice, knowing that there's video and audio of her attacking the law enforcement officers. I don't know what her defense is going to be, except that she's a troubled child.
Jesus, the audio between the cops is heartbreaking because I mean they're literally dealing with a shootout of a 14-year-old girl and they don't know what to do.
No,
but
they're fathers.
Nobody wants to get killed. Nobody wants to, and then nobody wants to live with shooting a kid.
Yeah, exactly. All right, up in North Florida, this is a growing story. A man in his 60s is the latest to die of a drug overdose in Gadsden County. The sheriff's office says a 62-year-old man was found yesterday morning in Quincy. He's the county's 8th overdose victim this month.
Oh, wow.
Though more deaths are under investigation, they think it's a bad batch of drugs that's making its way around this Quincy, Tallahassee. This is like northwest of Tallahassee area.
That's a sparsely located area up there. I mean, so I don't think the population's very high. So 8 deaths in a month is a lot.
Is a lot. Now, fentanyl is suspected as the cause, but it's not the type of fentanyl investigators say they're used to.
Super fentanyl.
The sheriff tells WCTV this fentanyl is 1,000 times more potent than regular fentanyl.
Oh, that's what we
need. Come on, now we're talking about like light years.
Right.
I mean, you can't even fathom how deadly that is.
But it's still not stopping drug dealers from, buying pill presses online and pressing pure fentanyl to look like any number of pharmaceuticals that you think that's what you're buying off the street. Not knowing you're buying pure fentanyl.
Pretty common for a city of 7,800 people to have 8 overdose deaths in a month, right?
So that's it, right? That's the population of Quincy.
8,000 people.
8,000 people, 8 overdose deaths, and they think, and again,
in a month.
In a month, and they're using the media to try and get the word out that, hey, there's bad stuff on the streets right now.
Can the federal government go ahead and say, like, all right, let's stop making that?
Well, they're getting it mainly from China overseas over the internet.
Then let's stop importing that, because you can still get it like from a doctor, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it's prescribed. I think it's specifically used in
cancer pain.
In-house situations. I don't think it's supposed to be prescribed. Really,
Ross, you're in charge of telling China to stop sending it over there.
I mean,
it's not like they're waiting at the docks for it, but I mean, it's obviously being smuggled in. But I mean,
oh yeah,
it's coming in through Mexico too, by the way.
And Mexico, yep, exactly. But I believe the largest importer is China. All right, a fundraiser is planned to help an Apopka firefighter who was seriously hurt on duty. Porky's Original Barbecue.
Yeah, nice. Our buddy Steve White.
Yep, says they're going to donate 10% of each sale it makes tomorrow toward helping Austin Duran, and he could really use our help. He's already underwent his 4th surgery yesterday.
Wow.
For an injury he got last week after a 4,500-pound sandbag fell on him. A 4,500-pound sandbag.
Wow.
Fell on him on duty, so he's had his 4th surgery. His family has also started a GoFundMe page to help with his recovery costs.
There'll be a fundraiser in August, and the Monsters are involved with that as well.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, cool. Excellent. All right, Florida gas prices are down for a 3rd week in a row. AAA says the average cost for a gallon of gas statewide is now $4.51. That's a drop of 24 cents compared to last month. A spokesperson for the agency says falling crude oil prices, I think they fell below $100 a barrel for the first time yesterday in 2 months, are impacting prices because of concerns of a global economic slowdown. Now, if the trend continues, goody, gas could dip below $4 a gallon of regular in the next few months.
Book the cruise.
Come on, man.
Both Broward and Miami-Dade are averaging $4.61. I did that. The national average for regular is 4.77 cents per gallon.
4.77?
4.77.
That's a lot cheaper than that.
I paid $4.59 the other day.
Oh,
I didn't know what to do with myself.
I'm going to Costco. I think it's like $1.50 a gallon.
There you go.
I took a picture of myself, my final amount. It was below $80. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to document the moment.
Wow, that is a big deal. All right, a good news for our own Mr. Ross Padgett.
Really?
The Food and Drug Administration is temporarily suspending its ban on sales of Juul e-cigarettes.
You hear that? Thank God you didn't throw all your stuff away.
Nah, there's nothing to throw away.
The FDA tweeted on Tuesday that it's determined there are scientific issues unique to Juul that, quote, warrant additional review, end quote.
In other words, some politician got a call from some lobbyist and said, you better get to work in there, dog.
Hey, buddy, you know it.
I got bad news. That check highway's about to come down.
The agency announced a ban on sales of the popular e-cigarettes 2 weeks ago. FDA Commissioner Robert Califf said then that Juul has played a major role in the rise of vaping among young Americans.
Yeah. I'll never understand Gold Star vapors.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So they never smoked a cigarette. They've only vaped.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm only vaping because I don't want to port my face off anymore.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird.
No Newports, huh? Is that Gold Star thing? Does that apply to everything? Like, is there a Gold
Star?
Yeah,
like a Gold Star lesbian.
Had never been in a relationship with a male?
Yeah.
Wow, really? Wow, I've never heard that term used
I've only
like
heard
that.
Gold Star family.
Yeah,
Same
Gold Star
here.
family. That's it.
Which I'm about to talk about.
Okay,
so
let's
let's not go ahead and add any other Gold Star or anything.
Let's stop there.
Any something there. But this is good news because we had interviewed someone with Winn-Dixie, with Southeastern Grocers, to talk about this very program. And the Jacksonville-based organization is supporting military families. Southern Grocers, again, the parent company of Winn-Dixie, raised over $1 million to help provide scholarships for family members who lost a loved one in service. Yeah, all of the money will go directly to Folds of Honor in order to provide more than 250 educational scholarships. The nonprofit has helped 35,000 people in just the last 15 years.
Yeah, there was our buddy Sean Sloan came in and talked about that. Yeah,
exactly. And of course, a lot of the listeners who, of course, decided to do their grocery shopping at Winn-Dixie, round their bill up to that next dollar amount, have that money all go to Folds of Honor. Winn-Dixie matching one of those days to help provide some of these 250 educational scholarships to the people who paid the biggest price for our freedom.
I got a hot take for you on Winn-Dixie. You ready? What's their custom meat and cheese brand? Dietz and Watson, right? Instead of Boar's Head, they use Dietz and Watson. I contend Dietz and Watson is as good as or better than Boar's Head products. Dietz and Watson products are very good.
Oh, he's throwing it down.
Boom, you heard it here first, folks.
They had them there at the deli. They don't get enough credit because Publix's subs have that reputation in the state. But I will tell you, if you go to the Winn-Dixie marketplaces, they also make subs, and that Dietz and Watson meat and cheese is freaking good. It's real good. So I'm just giving them a shout out there. They deserve it where they deserve it.
All right.
And what's up, Czech Soda? What's up, Czech Soda?
I got my Czech Soda yesterday.
And I just remembered that I forgot to get my Czech Soda, and I've been meaning to try, what was it, pineapple?
Oh, well, you can choose out of the 4,300 flavors that they have.
I asked my daughter what flavor she wanted. She goes, send a picture. I had to take 3 pictures to get them all. Get them all in.
It's an entire aisle. I think they have 2 Pepsis and 1 Mr. Pibb.
Yeah, come on, Jack. You gotta hit it with the panorama.
Yeah, exactly. So what did you choose? What'd you end up on?
Oh, it's blueberry Dr. Czech Fizz.
Chocolate sundae berry.
Yeah.
Cheerios.
You nailed it.
Well, now you all are officially
I
woke.
cooled down with a nice brand soda.
Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Yeah, mortgage rates have gone up, but something else that's gone up a lot these last couple of years includes your home values, and that means you likely have more equity than you've ever had before. Well, think about it. Now is a great time to tap into that hard-earned equity to maybe build a pool, right? Summertime in Florida, put in a new kitchen, or update or add bathrooms, or even fund your midlife crisis and buy that sports car. Be like Jim Colbert. Go to homeloansradio.com. Ask Don any mortgage question. Again, it's as easy as homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
You gotta fight for your right to
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hey everybody, good Wednesday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to update you Central Florida weather on this Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies with increasing PM clouds. Afternoon showers and storms fire off after about 2 o'clock. 40% coverage today. We're hot and we're humid and approach to the mid-90s for highs. East-southeast winds 5 to 10. 77 for you tonight. Any storms will be west of the metro by about 8 o'clock. Chance at 30%. Looks like light winds overnight. Thursday, Friday, and the Saturday, hot highs in those mid-90s. Rain chances at around 40% or less all 3 days, lows in the mid-70s. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. You take care.
This report is sponsored by Beef O'Brady's. See you at Beef's.
It's time to play Beef O'Brady's 2 for $25. Where will you land? Steak and grilled shrimp? The O'Brady burger and cheesy bacon chicken? Beef's 2 for $25. Pick a starter plus 2 entrees, just $25 at Beef's.
Hey, rental property owners, we know you can do a lot of things yourself, but you know there are 2 things you can't do unless you hire the Realty Medics. Get real-time information on your properties and get an entire year's worth of rent up front. Yeah, only the Realty Medics offers upfront rent. You can get a year's worth paid upfront, putting $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket fast. And they're the only company in Florida to offer upfront rent. But that's not all. Only the Realty Medics has the Property Performance Dashboard, where you can track showings and applications, rent payments, work orders, and more. Just 2 more reasons why the Realty Medics are the highest rated and most reviewed property management company here in Central Florida. And that's on some of the biggest platforms too, like Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Take just 5 minutes on the RealtyMedics.com Disgust.com to see how they've made DIY landlording obsolete. And for a limited time, they'll even give you 2 months of management free when you use promo code FREE1041. That's therealtymedics.com, promo code FREE1041.
Did you know the brain develops until you're 25? That means any drugs or alcohol you put into your body affect the way your brain develops. You need your brain for everything you do. Each time teens use drugs or alcohol increases the risk of damage to their brain and body, even death. You have the power to protect your brain. Use the facts about drugs and alcohol to make your future the best it can be. Check out thefactsyourfuture.org. Your future depends on it.
It's simply the best when you have fresh groceries at great prices delivered to your door. Kroger's Delivery Pros guarantee your food is handled with care. And our refrigerated trucks make sure every order gets to you extra fresh. Order everything you need with just one click. Start your cart now. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy $15 off your first 3 delivery orders of $35 or more. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Every year, millions of Americans find it harder and harder to own a home. Divvy is here to change that. We believe home ownership and building equity should be possible for everyone, even if your credit score isn't perfect or you can't swing 20% down. Divvy makes it possible to live in your dream home while you save for your dream home. Just pre-qualify online, and when you're approved, shop for any home on the market within your Divvy budget. Divvy buys your dream home in cash and you move in. Your monthly payment includes built-in savings toward a future down payment, so every month you're closer to home ownership. Within 3 years, you're ready to qualify for a mortgage and buy your home at the preset price. And that dream of owning your own home, it becomes a reality. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
Dell's Black Friday and July sale is here. Power productivity with a tech refresh. Now with up to 45% off top-rated laptops like the XPS, along with our special deals on business desktops with Intel Core processors. Get big savings on the latest servers, storage, monitors, and more with free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with a push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Each week on the Martha Stewart podcast, the woman who's done it all, from TV to magazines to radio and more, engages in intimate, in-depth interviews with some of the world's most fascinating people.
Every time I go anywhere, all they want to know is, how's Snoop?
You don't think I get approached all the time by people that say, do you think you can get me a picture of Martha? You think you can get an autograph?
Listen to the Martha Stewart podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Off Lease Only, they know that buying a car should be a fun, exciting experience. That's why they offer everything you need to make your car buying experience stress-free. From their no hidden fees policy to their free vehicle history reports, they give you total transparency on the vehicle you buy so you can shop their massive inventory with confidence and total peace of mind. For the stress-free guarantee, visit them today at offleaseonly.com or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy. Off Lease Only. Buy, sell, trade. Easy.
Science is always cool. Orlando Science Center. OSC.org.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Jim, don't call Deb a liar about fishing from the beach in a canoe. I've got friends here in Brevard County. He took him and his 2 sons out in a canoe, and they hooked into over 100-pound class tarpon. It only pulled them close to half a mile offshore. They were able to paddle their way back in. It was a calm day, but you very much can fish from a canoe.
I didn't say you couldn't.
I
have my cousin Leonardo come in here and tell you himself.
I didn't say you couldn't. I'm just saying it seemed improbable. All right. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041.
We might have to check the tapes.
Text us. Do not check the tapes. They automatically delete. That's a new setting I have.
Yeah, it's the Mission Impossible setting.
The auto erase. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jackson.
Hi there.
And Ross, full speed.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Got a good thoughts for us today, buddy?
I believe so.
All right.
It's a very positive one.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, yeah. Also, we're going to have a little experiment.
Okay, very good.
Oh.
I like these little experiments you've been doing lately. They're fun.
They're small stunts.
Deb, you weren't part of this last week. But I had a bit of a setback emotionally for me, and I don't usually get those emotions.
Deb will be part of one. We will
Right.
do that again.
Oh,
So
no.
we were talking about what kind of friends, what kind of, if we had good friends.
It was an effort to find me a best friend.
Right. To find
Oh,
Jack a
did
best
we
friend.
find him a best friend?
We
Well,
did not, but we did expose a different problem.
Yeah, there's another problem. So Ross goes, I tell you what, let's find out how many best friends we actually have that support us here on the show. Everybody who's listening to the show who is your best friends, call their phones right now.
Call our phones.
Call our phones, right?
Yeah.
So Ross immediately gets a phone call from a friend of his.
Aaron Pitts, shout out, saving my ass.
Jack gets a phone call.
Juan Rosa, what up? Crickets.
It's all right. Tell us how many called you. Stop with the suspense.
Still, no one's called.
Jimmy, that's not true. Jimmy
That-
got 2 calls.
Both from his wife?
Both from
both
Jack.
from me.
Right, both from Jack. Because he's a dick. And
Because
that's the only
I
reason.
wanted-
That's the only reason, though, because he is a dick.
It's because I thought of him as my best friend. I
You
thought
are
that was
such-
sweet.
Oh, Jimmy.
The lying.
And how does
The
he come back at me?
deceit.
Seriously,
Calling me
no
names.
wonder nobody called you.
My
That's
favorite
a valid
part.
point.
My favorite part.
That's a valid point.
Is that somebody called him through Facebook Messenger.
A fan calls through Facebook Messenger. I look down at my phone. I'm like, what in the hell is going? No, dude, no, you can't call me. The answer is no.
So we found out that Jim is going back on the
But
Bumble BFF site.
But thank God the texting service hasn't let me forget it.
Yeah.
I was
Not
wondering what they were referring. Okay.
Every single day. Hey, Jim had no friends call. Like, no reason. It's not even in context. We're not even talking about it. Hey, just a reminder. Jim had no friends call. Troll out.
No friends.
It was exhilarating.
It was very exhilarating. And
like,
I
let's
was
find out.
And I was disappointed. I'm going to be dead honest with you. He's like, okay, phone. Is my battery good? Yeah. Plenty of battery.
I got people calling me now thinking we're doing it again.
Are you really?
All right,
I'm like you,
407.
Jimmy. Crickets, dude.
916-1041. All right,
Come on, man.
We have some videos up right now at JimColbertLive.com. 2 are pretty funny, or not funny. One of them's crazy.
One's funny.
And one is funny.
All right, let me check this out.
There's a story out of Jacksonville of a guy getting arrested for abusing his neighbor's chicken.
He didn't abuse him. He beat the rooster to death with a stick and claimed self-defense.
No.
He said it was a
Deb,
lucky shot.
lucky shot.
Oh, sorry. Well, he
Lucky
also
shot.
said he should have called the chicken ambulance.
He did claim self-defense, and it is a really funny claim of self-defense. What am I supposed to do? He's coming right at me. Oh, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
And they used to be friends, so you have that weird tension. And so it is like it's sound bite after sound bite coming out of Jacksonville.
Whoa!
It's a straight up David Koechner
It
character.
It is. That's it.
Heavy Koechner vibes.
It's perfectly said. Perfectly said. And,
Wow.
and then the other thing
Is the one I just watched.
is it's a family traveling down a road in Florida. It's over in Tampa. I don't forget what the road is, but they're just driving. It's raining, and the wife is behind the husband, and she has a dash cam, and her dash cam catches a direct, extended lightning strike directly to dude's truck.
It looks like a flamethrower at one point is shooting flames toward her vehicle from the back of her husband's
It
pickup.
is a line of plasma that stays in the air for a good 8 seconds.
I think the daughter was in the passenger seat videotaping because when it hits, it's like she like drops the camera and they got it back up, but they slow it down and show it, and it's just amazing watching that hit. That's all at Jim Colbert Live.
Yeah, and apparently the truck was fried, so it fried the entire electrical system of the truck.
You can see why.
Yeah, no one was hurt inside, thank God. I don't know what that sound was like. That's now 3 lightning strikes I've heard about. I was just talking to my buddy Bobby yesterday that had got a direct hit up in Palatka. He was hit
not
directly.
a best friend, Bobby, who listens to the show.
Well, I know he does.
Your buddy.
Now, wait,
Bobby.
is this...
He doesn't have your phone number, though.
Oh, Bobby is Hump.
Hump, yeah.
I didn't know if it was Gator or Nutty.
No, it's Nutty, Gator, and Hump. Law practice.
Palatka.
We deal with trap accidents, some fishing stuff.
Do you have
lightning strikes?
any more friends with those fun nicknames?
No.
Catfish wounds.
That didn't call?
No, I don't know. I don't have any. Let's see, Nutty, Gator, Hump. Oh, those are all like.
Nutty texted you. How come he didn't call when you were talking about having friends?
Nutty actually was the one who told me that Hump got struck. So I got the.
That's a sentence that you just said. You should
Repeat
know.
it again, please.
I got the Hump news from Nutty.
Yeah.
Now put all 3 names together.
I got to tell Gator though. I got the Hump news from Nutty, but I got to tell Gator.
I heard that and I just went, I need to have more fun in my life.
That's so funny. People in Putnam County right now are going, "What's the problem? I don't get it. What's wrong?" I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. He's just talking. All right, 407-916-1041. Let's take a little break. We have the guys from Central Florida Zoo coming in. Gifu and
Amber and Juice. We'll tell you what Juice is after the break.
Going to be live at Jim Colbert Live, so go check them out, Twitch and YouTube feeds. We'll see you there in a sec.
What up, Twitch?
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Heavy delays continue eastbound on I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535. We're seeing a slow ride too between US Highway 27 and Polk County up to the Osceola Polk Line Road. If you're heading westbound, we're stop and go between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, and we're seeing delays still between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Hoagie Fest. It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is back. $5 shorties and $6 classics. Only at Wawa Hoagie Fest.
Look, replacing a bathroom can be one of those nightmare situations where you just don't know where to begin. And the worst case scenario is you've heard all from your friends and family and other acquaintances that replacing a bathroom is a nightmare. Dealing with contractors, just no fun. You give them deposit checks, they disappear. They change products on you, different crews every day. That's not like what Rebath is. It's nothing like it at all. Rebath gives you the same crew every day. They give you real time. In other words, 4 to 6 days and a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And the products are gorgeous. This is not cheap stuff. That's a big misconception with Rebath. You think, well, they're doing it with cheap stuff. No, not at all. Matter of fact, brands you've known forever, Moe and Kohler, Toto, Birch Cabinetry, that's what they install. Real marble, travertine, all those colors you love, that's what they install, and it's really nice stuff, and the design team will work hand in hand with you to come up with an idea that you love. Then they install it. You can actually see the products right now, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where the showroom is. Walk in, check out some of those models, and they're there just to show you what the products look like. Every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom. Get yours today. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
If you're planning an event in Central Florida, Nelson's Tents and Events has you covered. From backyard barbecues to large weddings and corporate events, no event is too small or too big for Nelson's. They have all the supplies and equipment you need, and their pricing can't be beat. Tents, tables, chairs, portable AC, electrical, and so much more. Nelson's has it all, and they provide a full-service experience. Visit nelsonstentsandevents.com to view their products and services and book now. That's nelsonstentsandevents.com.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes, people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options,
Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're in an older home with flimsy, outdated windows, your family and property could be at risk. There's no better time to start upgrading your home safety than now, and my friends at FHIA Remodeling, they want to help. They've been doing this for over 15 years, helping homeowners replace their old windows with ones that are hurricane tough and energy efficient. And for the month of July, if you buy 4 windows, you get the 5th free. All their other products are 20% off. You'll do no money down, no payments, no interest for 18 months, and it's quality you can trust. That's why over 100,000 homeowners have chosen FHIA and recommend their friends and family do the same. Call them today. Schedule a risk-free in-home consultation at 407-5100. That's 407-500-0100. They can show up at your house sometimes within 24 hours, and they'll walk you through your options for saving on your energy costs and protecting your home. And right now, no sales tax for impact-resistant windows and doors during the month of July. Give FHIA Remodeling a call at 407-500-0100.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Congratulations to Winn-Dixie, $1 million for Folds of Honor. My wife just received her Wounded Warrior Project blanket. She does contribute every month. It's $19. But between Folds of Honor, Winn-Dixie, and the Wounded Warrior Project, we can help America beyond July 4th.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. What you just heard is called a talkback. You can do that. Just download the Real Radio app, the iHeartRadio app, and you can use the microphone right there to send it right on over. You sure can do that. All right, so your 4 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Remember, if you're playing the game, you got to pick up your phone if it rings. If you don't recognize the number, got to roll the dice. That's how you win playing the game. Again, your keyword is bank. Good luck. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Hi there.
Ross is here.
Let's get to it.
Speaking of Deb, let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And as always, Animal House is generously brought to you each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Clausman of Clausman Law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House, but please join me in welcoming Gifu Jennings and Amber Mayhew from the Central Florida Zoo.
Thank you.
Welcome, ladies. And I will let you be the ones who will introduce Juice. And you definitely want to follow the stream. See us on YouTube or on Twitch so you can see how she got the name Juice. Or what is her name?
There you go, yeah. Hey, guys, by the way, welcome to the show. Good to see you guys again.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us back. So this is our Florida Everglades red rat snake. And so she's called a red rat snake, but she actually looks more orangish, which is how we gave her name. So her name is Juice, so like orange juice.
Yeah.
For any
Clever.
juice lovers out there.
That thing could literally lay in pine needles and you would not see it.
Exactly.
It has that camo for sure.
That's awesome.
What is their normal habitat? Is it like on the ground, or is it arboreal, lives in trees? Is that what it is? Is that the word?
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, very nice.
Would this snake be considered ginger? Is this a ginger snake?
Oh, so she is orange, but guess what? They actually come in different colors depending on what part of Florida you're in.
Really? Just
Yep.
like humans, that's a ginger snake.
Is that a camouflage based thing? Like if they're in different areas, that it's more like they will blend into that area more, and that's.
It's a little bit. Scientists don't know the exact reason why, but that's one of the hypotheses. So some of them will be yellow. Some of them will be even gray as you get, I think, farther north in Florida.
Wow,
Parking lots.
Yeah, the big one we found on our property was like a yellowish, kind of a pale yellow color.
We get a lot of the yellow ones here in Central Florida, but you can always tell that they're all of the different colors all have those 4 dark lines going down their body.
Okay.
So that's something that is characteristic of them.
So that's how you can kind of tell them in the wild, when they have those 4 kind of faint black lines running the entire length of their body.
Yeah, typically they will have those.
Yeah, very cool.
Now, and you'd mentioned that her name, of course, includes Everglades.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not a very large snake, and their species is fighting for survival in the same habitat that they're now trying to, out-wrestle the Burmese python, as it were. How has their population been, and I'm sure it has been affected by the invasive species, but do we have any concrete numbers or idea?
So they're actually still listed as a common species, so a species of least concern, which is
Okay.
good. So this species comes mainly from South Florida, but we do have other rat snakes throughout Florida. There's the red rat snake that is actually AKA the corn snake. So if you've heard corn snake, that's what it is. The yellow rat snake, which is, Jim, I think is the one, sounds like that's the one you had at your house. But yeah, I haven't heard any issues from them being threatened or even endangered. At
Okay,
this point.
good.
So that's good. So they're doing okay.
So, I mean, they're
There
called
we
rat
go.
snakes because they primarily eat rats. I mean, but do they predate on anything else?
Yeah, they'll also eat lizards and other insects, any sort of small mammal that they can find. So they can swallow something about as big as the thickest part of their body. So for her, it's really unique for snakes that they can actually move their top and bottom jaw.
Oh, really?
People, we can only use our bottom jaw. You can only move your bottom jaw, but they can move the top and the bottom jaw.
I'll be
Their
damned.
bottom jaw actually splits right here in the middle.
Really?
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you there are people in their cars opening up their mouths right now.
To be honest, I was really hoping for people to try that in their car.
To be honest, I was about to try it right here, but then I remembered we're
But
on
you
camera.
never think about that, though. But it's true. It's
So she can really eat something.
Well, the size of her body. I mean, it's like, so the
Well,
it's-
she doesn't
the
look
thickest
very big
part,
right
the thickest
now.
part. So I'd say maybe about like inch and a half, maybe.
So I'll tell you guys, we think that we have something eating our duck's eggs.
Okay.
Would that be something that snake would consume?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yep. They'll go after eggs, any kind of bird eggs, reptile eggs, frogs.
Yeah, but the weird thing is they don't bother the ducks, but we know that their eggs are disappearing. And I was like, well, it can't be a coon because the coon would kill the ducks for sure. So it's got to be something that can get in and out of there pretty easily and doesn't really have any interest in the ducks themselves. And that fits the bill, right?
Absolutely. That would be an easy meal for them.
Wow.
Opossums are also omnivores, so they might be going after that as well.
Man. It'd be hard for a possum to get in my duck cage, but it'd be nothing for a snake like that to get in there and get out.
Yep.
Now, I would imagine that because they're rat snakes, these are real. I mean, they're an indigenous species anyway, but it's probably good to welcome them to be on your property, right?
Absolutely. Yep. These guys are going to take care of all the pests or anything that we would consider pests, like rodents and lizards and frogs.
Yeah, man,
and things like that.
I got to tell you, I don't have a problem with snakes. By the way, you can see this right now, Jim Corbett Live. JCSLive.com.
Yeah.
We're on both the Twitch and YouTube feeds.
Wave Amber, wave Jafu. Hey, guys.
Are you willing to hold that snake?
I will hold that snake.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Here's the thing. Because what they do, their job is good. Like when we saw that big-ass rat snake, I mean, it was kind of creepy because it was such a big snake, but we knew they weren't really dangerous. And what they offer for our property is absolutely gold, man.
Yeah, it's like having bats on your property.
I was just telling the guys we had a little black snake burrow right in front of our front porch, and it was actually laying out on the sidewalk, and my dog and I both walked over it, not even recognizing it being there. But we didn't touch it at all, man. We don't mind them being around.
Yep,
Not at all.
And this type of snake is non-venomous, so she's a constrictor. She's kind of curling around my arms and my wrist right now. But she's very relaxed, and sometimes, like you were saying, they might sit out on like the pavers or things like that to sun themselves.
Right.
So they're sort of like house guests in a way,
really?
or backyard guests, I should say, where they just want to sun themselves to warm up, or maybe find a cool place for some shade, especially with the temperatures that we've been having.
Yeah. Is that a common pet for people, or a common snake for people to have as pets?
So a lot of the time, people will have like a corn snake or a variation of a rat snake. Definitely don't go out into the wild and get one, but yes, they can be pretty common. They do still require that special care, so if they are kept inside, they'll still need those good benefits of the sun as well.
And not only that, that also, I mean, even though they are an indigenous species to Florida, if you maybe acquired yours through the pet trade and it's gotten to be too big, just don't simply open your door, right? The same rules apply. Don't just let it go into the wild thinking you're doing the animal a favor.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, please don't do that. They just found that giant Burmese python down in the Everglades.
This thing was huge.
There are very few mammals left in the Everglades now because of these giant snakes that are down there.
Yeah, the rabbit populations have plummeted in the Everglades. It's proven.
And, it's funny because Jufu was telling me something before we went to break that is actually something. We'll tell them how around the holidays, because that was something that I just learned the first time as well.
Yeah, so sometimes, unfortunately, typically around some of the holidays that might have like an animal mascot, like rabbits or ducklings or things like that, people think that they'd be really good pets, which sometimes they can be, and these are domesticated animals, but they end up releasing them out into the wild, and these are domestic animals that don't have that knowledge,
set, right? Yeah, they don't have the skill set to survive out there.
Exactly. So it's not great to release those animals back into the wild if they've never known it.
So we know the zoo has always had a very good working relationship with the community out here, and and you guys have had a serpentarium out there for quite a while, and all the interesting stuff. I'm sure the kids really are drawn to the snakes, one of the more mysterious. Of course, seeing the giraffes is cool and the hippos and stuff like that, but snakes just have a certain play with humans. They're very mysterious and dangerous to us. I mean, when and I know that you guys have a lot going on. Do you guys ever feature the serpentarium as like a thing in the zoo, or is it just always part of the big picture?
So we do love our herpetarium. We
Is
take
it
our summer.
herpetarium? I'm sorry, I got
that's
that right.
okay. It includes our turtles and amphibians and other really cool reptiles, tortoises, crocodiles, alligators. We do feature it in our summer camps as well. We do sometimes do keeper chats. Those change every day, so make sure to stop by and ask when those keeper chats are, and they might bring out some of those really cool animals.
So basically, just an employee will come out with a snake like this and kind of just do an impromptu little class about what the animal is and stuff like that?
Sometimes it might be one of our docents, or it might even be a zookeeper.
Wow, very
They
cool.
love to talk.
Cool.
Yep.
Amber, we had talked a little bit about before Animal House had started, because, it's still summer camp season. I'm sure your summer camps are full. You've got parents trying to find kids activities to do during the day, and with gas prices as high as they are, we had talked about Choo Choo to the zoo, but it was a while ago, and I want to remind families and grandparents and aunts and uncles and parents out there just what Choo Choo to the zoo, what that is, and what a great idea it is.
Okay, thanks, Deb. So yeah, Choo Choo to the Zoo, it's happening through July 29th. It's a partnership with the zoo and FDOT. You can take the Sunrail train to the Sanford station. There is a trolley that will pick you up there and take you to the zoo, and then it comes back to the zoo and it'll take you back to the Sunrail when you're all done. Even better, if you bring your Sunrail ticket, you get 20% off zoo admission. So hang on to your Sunrail ticket. When you get there.
Isn't that a great deal?
Yeah.
Yep, the trolley runs every 30 minutes.
Oh, wow, really? That's awesome.
Yep.
Wow, what a great thing to do. And I know you guys always have great events out there during the summer and stuff. And you do a lot of adult kind of events where people come there get sloppy and
eyes wide shut.
And get out there and get sloppy and feed stuff.
Yep. We have on July 22nd, we have Family Sunset at the zoo. So that's not strictly adults, but that is the sunset at the zoo. You can come out. It's 5 to 8 p.m. It's $6 on the website, $8 at the gate. So you can also get a family 4-pack for $40. That includes 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 drinks.
Damn.
Wow, that's a great deal. And not to mention the sunset at the zoo is a great chance to take in the zoo without all of the heat. Ross?
Exactly.
Yeah, so this snake, Juice. Hello, Mr. Juice. This is a
Miss Juice. Get it right. Juice. And all the people that should be able to get the pronoun thing together.
I'm just saying we don't know. We haven't asked the important questions to the snake yet.
Okay, well, let's talk to him.
But this is a constrictor. I was wondering if there was any snakes that are both constrictor and venomous.
That is a great question.
That is someone who's done some homework.
So go
I
ahead, Amber.
can't. I mean, they all constrict to a certain point. But on the opposite side of that, there are snakes that are neither venomous or constrictors.
Well, then how do they eat?
That's a great question. So have you guys heard of the eastern indigo snake?
Yes.
It's a very important snake to us here in Florida.
Yeah, keystone species.
Yep, absolutely. So the indigo snake, again, is not a constrictor or venomous. It's our longest non-venomous snake here in the U.S.
Hey.
And they actually just kind of trap their food against the ground and then swallow it.
Wow, really?
It's like a college student.
It's like the MMA snake. They put it in a jiu-jitsu body hold
and that's
eat
how
it.
they fight too.
Really?
They fight to see who's taller. Whoever's taller and doesn't fall over wins.
God,
Wow.
it's such a manly thing, isn't
Just
it?
like, just like fat guys at the
Throw
fair.
up on each other.
Well, guys, thanks for coming by, man, and bringing Juice. That's very cool. She's been very docile the entire time.
So sweet.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'll be posting the Animal House podcast later on. So for folks who didn't get the choo-choo to the zoo information, they'll be able to find that there as well. Thank you guys for making the trip all the way down. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's so much.
Absolutely. We'll see you again next month. In the meantime, as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. So if you or someone you know and love have been in a car, truck, even a motorcycle accident, here's a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn Klausman. One, he's never going to pass you off to a caseworker. He's going to personally handle your case, so much so that he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why he's voted Legal Elite year after year, including this year, and Super Lawyer, but he's also an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMANlaw.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. If you missed any of the information, centralfloridazoo.org has all the information about events that they have going there and other camps as well. So be sure to visit the website. And thanks again, guys. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, 407-916-1041. Remember, your 4 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
It's another winning Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041. The clock is running. Today you can win a pair of tickets to see Collective Soul and Switchfoot at Hard Rock Live. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at solid traffic eastbound on I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535. Delays too coming out of Polk County between US Highway 27 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're solid westbound too between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, as well as between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Racetrack. What if you could harness the energy of a beast in a can? Well, you can with Hot Deal Summer at Racetrack. Get one free Monster Energy when you buy two. Whatever gets you going. Select sizes, see store for details.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917. Don't wait. Call now. 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Hear that sizzle? That's the sound of Hot Deal Summer at Racetrack. Head into your local store and get any 2 breakfast sandwiches for $4. Or buy 1 pizza slice and get your second for just $1. And if these deals are too hot to handle, cool down with a free Monster Energy when you buy 2. Hurry in before these summer savings melt away. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Select sizes. See store for details.
You've heard the phrase too good to be true. We know that thousands of people just like you get that feeling when they receive an offer online to purchase their vehicle, only to find out it was too good to be true. But when you receive an offer to purchase your vehicle from AutoBuy, you always get the max, never a bait and switch, and you get paid on the spot. That's why we are Google's #1 rated car buying company in the nation. We make it fast and easy to sell your car, truck, SUV, or boat. If it has wheels, we'll buy it. Don't get misleading offers. Go to WePayTheMax.com. That's WePayTheMax.com.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
This is Claudia's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
I had just moved to a new city and barely even knew where the grocery store was yet. When my car wouldn't start one morning, I didn't know who to ask about local shops. But I remembered a name from back home, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I called and they pointed me to a great mechanic just down the street. Now I feel a little more at home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. The free iHeartRadio app is your summer travel soundtrack. Whether you're hitting the road, taking a flight, or hanging out by the pool, you can take your favorite radio station with you everywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app. Enjoy tons of playlists filled with summer anthems like Songs of Summer, Yacht Rock, Beach Vibes, and Kids Summer, plus all the podcasts. You can escape the heat with chilling true crime podcasts or soak up the sun with some comedy fun and so much more. It's all free and it's all waiting for you now on the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Radio. Radio. 104.1.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in a very hot Central Florida, broadcasting live from Maitland, bringing you a show every single day, trying to.
Some days the recipe works, and
yeah, some days it doesn't.
Some days it doesn't.
4 o'clock keyword is bank. BANK. Go to realradio.fm and send it away for your shot at $1,000 there. We'd love to see you win.
Get you some.
I'm Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross. They're here as well. Well, if you're living in England right now, you're pretty pissed off, by the way, guys, because I know in America we all have our favorites.
The whole 4th of July thing, they're still sore over that?
Yeah, they're probably
yeah,
a
they
little sore.
are. Some of them didn't like it.
A little saucy about that one, Jack. A little salty still. But in England, they are making some changes to what you can and can get to eat. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. We tried this in America. Remember? Wasn't it New York, Jack?
Yeah.
They tried to ban the big sodas or something?
Oh, yeah. Like the 4-gallon size.
Yeah, and remember we were like, oh, they're just going to go to Jersey, or they're just going to go to wherever and get it. I mean, they're not going to get their sodas, right?
I don't know if I'm paying that $16 that toll over the bridge just to get an extra 32 ounces of soda.
I'm just saying. I mean, you could get that soda, but and I think they even stopped the retail sales of bigger bottles as well. You could only get like a 60-ounce bottle now instead of the 20-ounce bottle or something. Or didn't they pare that back? I know they were trying to do that.
Yeah, I thought it was fountain. I thought it was those giant
Is
cups
that what it is?
that just kind of in the big gulp,
right?
That size that just it looks like more fluid than a human should consume in a day.
Yeah, and I know that Michelle Obama, when she was in office, one of her initiatives was to make school lunches and lunches more healthy in public schools. My wife read her book, said it was wonderful, and that was a real passion of hers to do that. And here in the U.S., though, we try things like that. We know that it's going to be difficult to swing, years and years and years of being classically conditioned, Pavlovian conditioning from advertisers and food makers to eat their foods. And they do a good job at engineering that stuff to make it almost impossible to ignore. But in England, it's a little different. The story's out of London, and there's a company, an American company, that's been selling their products over there in England for quite a while. But they just ran into a small problem because in England said, hey, look, we are cutting back on sugary foods, so we aren't going to allow you to sell the same product you sell in the U.S. and England because the sugar contents are too high. What company are we talking about?
Krispy Kreme.
What kind of product are we talking about? No, it's not Krispy Kreme.
Cookies. Oreos.
It's not cookies. It's not Oreos. I have to tell you, it's so interesting that you guys are thinking this because the products have that kind of sugar, but they are not marketed like that.
Orange juice.
No. And let me tell you, this is a room separator. When you start talking about these products, these products
Fruits.
separate a room. No.
Granola bars.
No.
Obviously. Peanut butter and jelly.
No, it's not peanut butter and jelly. This is something that everybody in these rooms for years of their lives was a staple daily.
Twinkie.
In your diet. No.
Oh, damn it.
We got to learn a little bit more about Deb, though.
Hey, I love Twinkies growing up.
It says they passed a new initiative in October restricting the promotion of foods high in fat, sugar, or salt. So they're actually pulling those products back or making the companies re-engineer the product so that it meets their kind of RDA kind of regulations.
So it probably has some sort of healthy vibe. But,
but
the wool's getting pulled over.
And
Pop-Tarts.
And I will tell you in America.
Did we learn a little bit more about Jack?
Love Pop-Tarts.
And I will tell you in America, what's interesting about this line of products is Ross is right. They do get marketed to both ends of the spectrum. People who want to be healthy or people who just want to blow it out.
Cereal.
That is the answer, boys and girls.
Wow.
The Kellogg's company is having a tough time over in England because they're shutting down all of their number one selling cereals because their sugar content is so high.
I mean, there's a lot of sugar. That Frosted Flake.
Number one on the list.
Yeah.
Excuse me, number two. It goes in order. Cocoa Pops, Frosted Flakes, Frosties. I guess it's the same kind of thing.
Right.
Rice Krispies.
What?
It says there's another one in here. Crunchy Nut Clusters, Milk Chocolate Curls.
Ugh, that sounds healthy.
That sounds disgusting.
I mean, we also love flakes.
Yeah, we love eating flakes.
Yeah, I mean,
I the worst of all of the cereals for sugar content has to be Captain Crunch, right? It's almost.
I don't know. Lucky Charms is a.
Yeah, but I mean, when you eat a couple spoonfuls of Captain Crunch, you can feel your teeth dying.
Well, not just that. You got sugar shooting right into that open wound at the roof of your mouth.
I was just about to say that. That's their best sugar delivery system of all, is they tear up the roof of your mouth.
It's just shredding the roof of your mouth and then formally injecting gram after gram of pure sugar into your body.
Down the esophagus? Nope, we're taking another route.
I'm full. I lost the toe, but I'm full.
Going right to the brain with this one.
I'm guessing like all of these companies eventually will have to probably deal with the same kind of restrictions.
Where?
In England.
Oh, in England, yeah.
Because I mean, look, if you're pulling Kellogg's cereals off the market and they're fighting tooth and nail over there trying to get it back on.
Oh, you know what they should do? Instead of modifying their product for England, we should pass a matching law.
There we go. Because someone texted that at 77031. It's interesting how high fructose corn syrup is banned almost universally worldwide, except here in America.
Oh, no, they just ship it by the train load here.
America, and just give you a big straw.
You gotta look. I was drinking fruit juice, and I'm looking at the...
You don't want to be a part of that.
It was like half of your daily allowance of sugar.
Yeah.
Hey,
do you know that
Florida citrus growers do not want to hear you say that?
Honesty?
When my son and my daughter were training all the time, when my daughter was going through that period where she was like doing, the body competitions
Never
and stuff.
experienced it, but okay, I'll live vicariously.
And then my son was wrestling and stuff. They used to tell me, like, I'd be like, oh, you eating your fruits and vegetables? And they would look at me and go, fruit? Nobody who does this is eating fruit. There is way too much sugar in fruit. He goes, I have maybe 1 or 2 pieces of fruit a week. The rest of it, it's broccoli, cauliflower, steamed, some rice,
Richard
salmon.
Simmons said it best. Have you ever seen a skinny grape?
No, you never seen a skinny grape, man?
Because it's all that. It's
Isn't
all
it
that
a raisin is a skinny grape?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
But
Purple berry.
They're full of sugar, though.
Yeah, exactly.
What? I mean, but did you have a favorite cereal when you were growing up, Ross? Did you have a breakfast cereal?
All of them.
Were any of the good ones?
Number one, probably a Frosted Flake. I really am a big fan of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah,
I think Cheerios are probably the worst when it comes to, like, it's good for your heart, you're healthy, cholesterol.
They've marketed that quite well, though.
They have whole
Because
grain.
I'm telling you, that's one of the only products in the world where you can say, this is good for you, and people go, I'll try that. I'll have it. I'll eat some more of that.
While we should pick up on that, it's just a bunch of tiny donuts.
Right, yeah.
I was buying the regular Cheerios and the Honey Nut Cheerios and mixing them.
It's not a bad idea because the honey nut sometimes is a little too much.
Too sweet.
A little
and so
too sweet.
It would cut it.
Like the Arnold Palmer of cereal.
Like Laxatol. You cut the product.
Listen to Jack.
And then you eat that.
Listen to Jack.
Then they came out with the multigrain, which I think was that happy medium, and I think it's all bad.
I love the Bradshaw over there trying to cut down the sugar, but he uses the verbiage of a drug dealer. Yeah, you're going to cut the product.
You're going
to cut it with, you're going to find something like a little gold medal flour.
Here's the thing, man. I remember
just cut it with that.
I remember we would not get the sugary cereals as a kid because they were the more expensive cereals. So they would my grandmother and my mom would buy the cheap like cornflake cereals.
Yeah.
And then just spoon the sugar on. I mean, by the tablespoon, just shaking it over the bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing?
What were those puffed rice? That puffed rice that used to come in the great big bag. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like
Pops,
the
corn
popcorn.
pops.
No, not corn pops. I'm talking about the cheap stuff at the bottom of the bottom.
Oh, the bag cereals.
The bag cereals.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that puffed rice that had
Dollar
like
General.
Yeah, the pillowcase.
That's got like a little brown edge to it.
Yeah, I can get you
God,
some.
no, please.
With my coupon.
That's a memory I don't want to relive.
Jack's been eating that same bag since '82.
With my app, I can get that for you.
I've just convinced myself of like if it's bad for you, it's going to taste good, and healthy meals, which can taste good, but not compared to unhealthy meals.
Yeah.
There's a guy on TikTok that's cooking his way through the French Laundry cookbook, right?
Yeah.
And he's halfway through, and he's not a professional cook. He goes, okay, recipe number 2, we're cooking this from the French Laundry cookbook. The French Laundry, for people who don't know, is one of the most lauded restaurants in U.S. history. I mean, it's had a Michelin star forever. Thomas Keller's the chef. He's one of the most recognized, well-known chefs in the world. So it's like one of our shining stars when you go there. This guy's cooking his way through, and he just did a video halfway through, and he goes, here's what I found out about cooking through the French Laundry cookbook. Butter is the answer. It's butter.
To everything.
When something tastes a little weird, add butter. And then more butter. And you just kind of realize that with these cereals, it's the same thing. Maybe the base is just sugar.
Well, not only
sugar
that,
and corn.
I saw a contest once with pizza, and it was taking the cheapest ingredients versus the most expensive ingredients, making pizza and seeing which one tasted better. And it was interesting because out of this group of friends that tasted it, they all pretty much gravitated toward the cheaper pizza, but it was the last guy who explained why. He said, well, considering we're used to stuff that tastes like the bad pizza, this would taste better to us than the one made with expensive ingredients because that flavor profile isn't
not
how
there,
we
right.
describe pizza.
Right, that's the classic conditioning thing you're talking about.
Exactly. The
Like-
sugar, salt, and fat. That's what hooks us every single time.
So, Jack, what did you say your favorite cereal was?
So as a kid, it was Corn Pops. Before they were Corn Pops, they were called Sugar Pops.
Yeah, they were. Sugar Pops.
Yeah,
Sugar
they were Sugar
Pops.
Pops.
Or Sugar Smacks.
No, not Sugar
that's
Smacks.
that
That's a
puffed
different
rice
one.
Okay,
that I was-
okay.
Right. And
Okay.
sit down, Jimmy.
let's
Slow your roll.
Jimmy.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit on the aggression.
And then I remember they said, "Oh, they can't use sugar in the name anymore." That's how healthy we got. We just took sugar, not out of the box, off the outside of the
All right,
box.
and then when you didn't want to say sugar, but you still wanted to tell people it's sweet, honeycombs.
Yeah, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything's honey.
Honey Smacks, dude. That frog still gives me the heebie-jeebies,
Oh, yeah.
man.
As a kid, though, for me, it was Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Krispies because I'm a chocolate
milk.
freak, and the milk afterwards was an absolute dream. It was the original Monster drink.
Yeah, that's
It's the
awesome.
original.
Right.
It's the original 50-minute aggression. Like first through third period, very aggro.
Okay.
Fourth period, dead asleep.
Love Count Chocula.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Used to
seasonal.
love Captain Crunch with Boo Berries.
Oh yeah, it's a good one too.
Anything with marshmallows.
I think
So Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Love Captain Crunch except for the damage it did to your mouth.
I'm not sure if Deb likes the cereal or the characters that were on television pitching it.
No, the
They're
cereal
cartoons.
while you watch
Yeah.
Count Chocula while you eat the Count Chocula.
Every cereal she named had a cartoon mascot.
Well, who didn't have fun saying Boo Berry?
Yeah, Boo Berry was good.
Boo Berry.
I ate the most boring cereal of all time.
No,
You
someone
guys know
texted
that.
us. No,
Grape
there's
nuts?
Grape nuts with honey.
Grape Nuts is pretty boring, but it's not as boring as Product 19. At least they still make Grape Nuts. Product 19, imagine cornflakes without the flavor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I remember you telling.
I can outbore you. I can outbore you, and I will go to the shopping list my wife just sent me. I said, "Hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything?" Bran flakes.
Oh, yeah, man. That's.
No raisin, just the bran flakes.
I would rather eat the box it comes in.
I think it tastes the same.
Yeah. She makes her own cereal. She'll take that, and then she'll take the pumpkin
like
seeds
the
and-
kids
Pumpkin
used to, like the
seeds?
kids.
I don't know.
Like the kids do at the soda machines.
Yeah. Yes.
Except it's not the
Those-
fun kind.
Right.
You're just describing granola.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ends up making granola out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like the granola I buy because it has raisins.
How about this habit for cereal? You ready for this? Wife will pour milk over cereal, eat cereal, then throw milk out. Does not like the cereal milk, not a milk eater per se, does not drink like glasses of milk, and only uses milk to eat cereal, then afterwards will not drink the remaining milk. Will not do it.
I mean, I can get down with that now, but as a kid, that's blasphemy.
Yeah.
Because that frosted flake milk.
Yeah, if I have a cereal right now, it's a go-to for me. I'm just an old school Raisin Bran guy. I love
Kellogg's or Post because I'm a Kellogg's girl.
See, I like Post because the flakes are chunkier.
Yeah, but the raisins are naked. There's not even a little sugar dusting on there. How could you put that in your mouth?
The man likes his flakes chunky. What can we do?
And my grape's not sugary.
I like how your favorite go-to cereal as a kid was Product 19.
It was literally
such a bad cereal that they didn't name
Exactly.
it.
It was just the 19th version of that cereal.
And fast forward when he's busy giving everyone Colbert 19.
It was Product 19 sounds like it got canceled off of a harsh tweet.
And how bad were the first 18 versions?
Yeah,
of it?
exactly.
It's so bad.
Project 19 sounds like something the government started and didn't want to admit to.
I've never heard of a cereal name that really made me have a lot of questions.
I will tell you the other one that nobody's bringing up that I'm telling you it's still a really popular cereal. It probably has the highest on product sugar content Like each piece has the most sugar, and
Apple Jacks.
And I will tell you something else. At the end of that bag of cereal, without question, has the most residual sugar mix at the bottom.
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That is the answer.
Yeah.
That is the answer.
Yeah.
It's got to be
coated.
A quarter cup of sugar.
Yeah.
When you get done with that
Stop it,
bag,
you're making me hungry.
you bring that bag up, and it is. You could use that to make cinnamon toast for a week.
All right, I got the top 5 most popular cereals.
That stuff is so potent, they sell it in a shaker now. You can get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cinnamon, yes.
Yeah, but it's weird because you buy it by the 8-ball.
All right, 407-916-1041. We'll get those top 5 cereals when we get back. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We're going to see rain chances dissipating. They'll be getting lower as we head toward the weekend, and that means temperatures will warm up because we're going to have a lot more sunshine. Tonight, any storms end very early. We'll see a low of 78. Tomorrow, the high 95, a 40% chance for storms. 96 on Friday and 97 on Saturday. Both days, only isolated storms. Early next week, a front approaches, stalling to our north, and we'll see numerous storms resulting. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, there's a new drumstick on the block. That's right. Meet the July Blizzard Treats of the Month. The new Caramel Drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard Treat and the Drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard Treat. Try both today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Next time you're tempted to speed, think about who's waiting for you at home. On average, 8 people are killed each day in crashes on Florida's roadways, so slow down. Pay attention behind the wheel and help drive roadway fatalities down to 0. Let's get everyone home, Florida. Don't let a fast drive be your last drive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
I love going on double dates to McDonald's. And by double, I mean twice a day. And by dates, I mean quality time with my choice of a savory sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns for $2.29 in the morning. Then sneak away for either a delicious McDouble or McChicken with small fries on the side for $3.39 later in the day. Who needs romance when there's McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid when product served.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem.
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, Mike. Frank, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
Browsing online for houses again.
Yeah, look at this one.
Oh, it's beautiful, but it would take years to come up with the down payment.
Normally, yeah, but not with Divvy.
Divvy? Not familiar.
It's a whole new way to afford our dream home for as little as 1% down.
Okay, I'm listening.
Every monthly payment includes built-in savings toward a down payment. We can finally get into a home we love and start building equity.
Okay, so Divvy actually buys the house we choose in cash, and then while we rent, part of our monthly payments go toward the down payment to buy?
Great news, right? We just pre-qualify online and use our approved budget to find our dream home.
With Divvy, your built-in savings help you get mortgage ready for the home of your dreams. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
So Jimmy thinks you can't go fishing in a kayak. Well, I got news for you, dum-dum. I do it every Sunday. I take my kayak out at Ballard Park here in Melbourne. I catch red drum, I catch snapper, I've caught jack before. Not Jack Bradshaw, but like the fish, Jack, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You can totally go fishing out of a kayak.
Okay,
Don't be a numbnuts.
Okay, thanks. Never thought you could fish out of a kayak. I'm that dumb. I am that stupid. Thanks for straightening me out, buddy. I appreciate that.
No, not dumb.
All you Mensa members from Melbourne checking in to straighten me out and make sure that I know that you can fish out of a GD kayak. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks for straightening that out. Any other life issues you want to call in and make sure I'm square on, feel free to do it anytime.
There we go. Show title, Mensa's from Melbourne.
Melbourne Mensa's Men's Club.
Stupid MFers.
What did you hear, Deb?
407-916-1041. Text us back 77031. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. What, buddy?
I mean, Deb should make you feel better.
How's that?
Because she looked at you and said, no, not dumb.
You mean that raging vote of confidence on my intellect? Okay, good.
Oh, buddy.
All right. Yeah, do have a few more minutes for your keyword. It's dumb. I'm just joking. It's bank, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away. If you can figure it out, of course. They're so stupid over here. We don't know what the internet is. That's kind of important. He's got me there on that one. I showed Jack a video today. I made a video of me making an uni pizza in my pizza oven. I showed Jack and I was like, I need to cut this down a little bit. He goes, yeah, and then walked away. He goes, it's way too long. 3.5 minutes. That's how bad our attention spans are. And Jack could not watch a pizza being made. A guy who used to make pizzas, he couldn't stand there for 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
It was 3.5 minutes, but it only takes a minute to cook.
Yeah.
I think he slowed it down.
We were talking about this little story out of England where the Kellogg's company is having themselves quite a fit over there. They want to ban a lot of their sugary breakfast cereals because it's a new initiative over there in England to cut back sugar and salt and fat in foods that are available on shelves there.
Just smack me and call me ugly.
Kellogg's is losing their mind. They want to make sure that people can still get a hold of their crack and inject it into their diabetic ridden bodies.
Crack-a-lackin'.
And it looks like they are going to lose there because England's saying, nah, you don't have to reformulate that, kids, and then send it back over here with and here's basically what they're saying is probably take a third of the sugar away, which is like all the flavor.
Right.
So, Ross, you were looking up a list of the most popular breakfast cereals?
Yeah. And
okay, we're going to take some guessing at this before we go to break.
And also, speaking of guessing, it was once estimated that the average American eats approximately this amount of bowls of cereal each year.
Wow.
This is once estimated, so I'm assuming close to the peak.
Yeah,
There's your hint.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I will go 100.
Wow, so a bowl of cereal a third of the days of the year for them.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty darn good guess.
I do
think
too.
I think it's a little higher than that, though.
I'll go 124.
And I'll go 145.
Ooh. 160.
Yeah.
Oh.
Points. Give me a ding. Double ding. Big ding.
Essentially half of the year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, how many times have you eaten cereal for dinner? Yeah, you better give me a full ding on that one. That's a full ding, dude.
It's not the first time he said that.
And by the way, you've had plenty of time off. You're rested up to ding me. There you go. All right?
You're
My God, how many days off do you need to
right?
get your full ding going?
Jack, why are you lighting a cigarette?
Damn. Got to take 10 days off and get a half a ding. There you go. What are you doing? I
well,
deserve
he
it.
just gave you full ding. He didn't give a full rest.
You
He
just
only
got
a
like
little
4 half
ding.
dings.
But then people remember the half ding and they go, well, Jimmy said something dumb again. The guy from Melbourne's right.
Yeah, no. When they hear the half ding, they're just like, oh, buddy.
All right, so 5 cereals, top cereals.
It's a real chode of a ding.
160 bowls a year at the peak. That seems about right.
Yeah.
Every other day.
And now I'm looking at, in this article, the top 10 most popular.
Okay, so let's go for the top 5.
Well, real quick, is there anybody in these two rooms who has not had cereal for dinner? I mean, I think that's
it's the automatic go-to when things are tight.
Yeah, also when you're sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's really late.
Yeah, or it's really late.
You're
exactly.
banged up, dude.
Exactly.
That may be the most underrated drinking food of all
Oh my God!
time.
You just got to get something in your stomach before you go to bed.
Is the sloppy 1:45 a.m. bowl of cereal that you wake up to the next morning
In your hair.
one hand in it.
Oh, I've gone from the silver bullet to 2%. I've done that
We've
plenty
all done
times.
it.
I've gone Coors to whole milk.
This will make me feel so much better.
All right, I'll take a shot at the king of cereals, and I'll say that is got to be the best-selling cereal in America. Has to be Honey Nut Cheerios.
That's a full-sized ding.
Is it really? I'm the winner.
Boom. Number 1 is Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's got to be.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, that heart-healthy message has permeated that advertising. It works, and the cereal isn't bad.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
I love
Healthy,
Cheerios.
semi-sweet, kind of good for you. It's a winning percentage. They've done a really good job marketing that.
Bonus question. When did Honey Nut Cheerios first come out?
1986.
89.
87.
79.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Very nice.
79.
That's another ding for Jim.
Yeah. And the
Wow. Can you handle all that ding?
Jack.
What?
Jack, damn it. That's a full ding. Jack.
Oh.
Jack. Nope. Jack.
It's so low.
Yeah, how come it's so low, Jack?
Because you know why it's so low. You know why. It's because of that. All right.
Number 2. Guesses for number 2.
All right. Take your shot, guys.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
I've already won.
Boom.
God dang.
Deb with the full-size ding Frosted Flakes number 2.
Give me that. Oh, yeah. Can
Jack,
I get another full? Oh, yeah.
Jack, can you even get on the list, Jack? Stop it. She just got one right.
Well, I got to take my sweatshirt. That's
Yeah,
so
where
many
you're-
full-size
that's-
dings.
That's why you're getting your ding. Yeah. That's unfair dinging, by the way. She can't use those to get dings.
Now you tell me.
All right, Jack. We got 1 and 2, Honey Nut, and then what was the other one?
I don't know why it's the name of a cereal. I guess it was just after all that dinging.
That wasn't a request. That's a name.
Yeah.
Wait, it was Honey Nut Cheerios. What was the other one, Deb?
Frosted Flakes.
Oh, damn, that was the one. Let's go Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Bang.
Damn,
Yeah, you
dude.
guys are killing it.
Go on, Jack. Give yourself full-size ding.
Yeah, there you go. And we'll just like a draft, we'll go back to Jack.
Now, I'll be very... Oh, it's
You turn
louder.
it, Jack, turn it down. Jack. Your ding isn't that
He
loud.
gets the loudest ding. Number 4, I'll be very surprised if any of you guys get. 4th most popular cereal in the U.S.
I'll go Great Grains.
What?
It's a series of cereals from Post called Great Grains.
What a
What
nerd.
the hell?
What the hell?
He dropped one I've never heard before to be on the most popular
Was
list.
that cereal come in black and white? What was that? What was that?
doesn't come in black and
Great. What'd you say?
You have to watch it. You have to eat it in reruns.
I don't. Tell me if you can hear this. That's full size.
My man said
So
it's
I
a
guess-
series.
I'm gonna go.
It's a trilogy of cereal.
So I guess it's not on the list.
Raisin Bran.
Wrong.
Really? Not in the top 5?
Not in the top 5. Number 4.
I'm going to go with Lucky Charms.
Not in the top 5.
Did we say Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, that was 3.
Okay.
Number 4, Frosted Mini Wheats.
Oh, really?
Ew.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have a hate love, as does
Same.
everybody with Frosted Mini Wheats.
You're a lover or a hater
You're
of.
not eating that without milk.
Well, no, it's literal hate love. One side, you're like, oh yeah, daddy. And then the other side, you're like, oh God, I'm a grandpa.
You're like, oh God, daddy.
Just strain wheat. What is this?
Ask this guy over here with the gates of grain.
one side's like, oh God, daddy. The other side's like, oh God, daddy.
Yeah. You're over here just
I
chewing.
didn't need to see that.
One size ding. Yes,
Yeah, like mini wheats always reminded me of, like, you know how like whale sharks eat krill? They just have a massive filter. That's what you're eating. Number 5.
All right.
Another surprise if you guys got this.
Golden Grams.
Ooh. Hold on. Fruit Loops.
Not Fruit
good one.
Loops.
Kicks.
This one,
Lucky Charms.
Rice Chex.
it's okay. I'll give you
Cornflakes.
Tricks.
I'll give you a hint. This is one of those cereals that's like, you're like, oh, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. They don't say sugar.
Corn Pops.
Oh, honey wheat nut.
Honey Crisp.
Honey Gator nutty.
Apple Jacks.
Honey Gator Nutty.
Honey,
Got that one. Nailed it. Full size.
honey bunches of oats.
Oh, yeah. That's a
yeah.
good one. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm still angry of how much I hate the other side of mini wheats. What the hell are they doing? Just cover both sides.
One side is Amish. The other side
Yeah.
is leaving the Amish.
Yeah. You know, like
The other one's Rumspringer. It's one side's plain, one side's Rumspringer.
it's both brothers, the nice one and the bad one.
Right, exactly.
Ugh.
God damn. It's here. I just made an Amish cereal joke. How do you do that?
Number 6.
I don't know, but it was very
Somebody
apropos.
said, last night, Jimmy made a Rumspringer joke with cereal.
It worked.
Number 6, Apple Jacks. We'll run through these. Number
Oh, I hate
7, Raisin Bran.
Oh, that's
Apple
wow.
Jacks.
Raisin Bran has fallen off its
Its pedestal
Yeah,
here.
man, yeah.
Reese's Puffs.
that's a dead.
ew.
That one's a fun time for me.
That's
And the Fruit Loops is number 9.
Man.
Number 10 is just regular old Cheerios.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Cheerios 2 in the top 10. That's pretty darn good.
That is.
It's because they have the whole, we're healthy.
Right, exactly.
Believe us.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Got another keyword coming up for you here in 1 second. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
Honey Nut
Your
Ding.
chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Authorities have cleared that wreck on State Road 436 at Curry Ford Road, but we're still looking at a stop-and-go ride from a crash heading south on 417 between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. Eastbound delays are solid still, heading out on I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535. Westbound slow too near Sand Lake Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Pearl's Olives in the Sunny Yellow Jar.
Original MTV VJ Martha Quinn here. Pearl's Specialties Olives are bursting with flavor and add the perfect Mediterranean twist to everyday meals and snacks. Rock your recipes with Pearl's Specialties Olives. For quality you can trust, look for the Sunny Yellow Jar at your local Walmart.
Hey, man, if you live here in Central Florida, you better have an AC company you can lean on every day. Every day. It doesn't even matter if it's summer or not. It gets hot here in Florida. That's why I have Mills Air on my team. Ross is the same way. 30 years of experience, and that makes a gigantic difference in your experience with the company, because that's exactly what happens. Their techs are not only awesome people, they know this stuff inside and out. You don't even have to know what kind of AC you have. They know it inside and out. Chances are have the parts ready to go to get you back and up and running on them when they come for your visit. Carrier factory authorized dealers, that means up to possibly $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to the experts at Mills Air. They're family owned and operated and ready to help you today. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Real Radio wants to give you a vacation from inflation by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. At the end of each hour, the winner will be contacted by phone, so answer the call, even if you don't recognize the phone number. That's how you get $1,000 in your hand and a little inflation vacation. This contest is sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
The Pod Meets World podcast takes you back in time to 1993 for the ultimate Boy Meets World rewatch. Join original cast members Danielle Fishel, Will Friedle, and Ryder Strong as they relive every episode, sharing memories, behind-the-scenes info, and more.
None of us have seen an episode since it aired back in the 90s, so we'll be witnessing our middle part haircuts, hooded t-shirts, and teenage overacting for basically the first time right along with you.
Listen to Pod Meets World on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
O'Reilly. This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then our check engine light came on. We pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street, and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Now with Xfinity, you'll get unlimited internet with gig speed and supersonic Wi-Fi. With a 2-year internet rate guarantee, no annual contract required, and no equipment fees. Talk about knock your socks off. Ooh, plus a free Flex 4K streaming box. It's like hitting the streaming jackpot. It's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile. $50 a month. A price that's truly jaw-dropping.
Oh, literally.
The speed you need at a price you want. Value that's simply bananas. That's the new Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. It's kind of a big deal. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store to learn more.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. New gigabit internet customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're in an older home with flimsy, outdated windows, your family and property could be at risk. There's no better time to start upgrading your home safety than now, and my friends at FHIA Remodeling, they want to help. They've been doing this for over 15 years, helping homeowners replace their old windows with ones that are hurricane tough and energy efficient. And for the month of July, if you buy 4 windows, you get the 5th free
All their other products are 20% off. You'll do no money down, no payments, no interest for 18 months, and it's quality you can trust. That's why over 100,000 homeowners have chosen FHIA and recommend their friends and family do the same. Call them today. Schedule a risk-free in-home consultation at 407-5100. That's 407-500-0100. They can show up at your house sometimes within 24 hours, and they'll walk you through your options for saving on your energy costs and protecting your home. And right now, no sales tax for impact-resistant windows and doors during the month of July. Give FHIA Remodeling a call at 407-500-0100.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Thanks, Chewy. Always good hearing from you, buddy. Speak back to him in his own language.
Oh, we got to dump that last one.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041.
Can you guys do it?
Nah.
No, definitely not.
Probably don't want to showcase throat exercises as a dude, right? All right, 407-916-1041. 5 o'clock keyword is cash, C-A-S-H. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Monsters had a winner today or yesterday?
Today.
And Shelly wins $1,000. Add that to Cindy, who also took home $1,000 from us. And we are on the board and looking to get more winners. 5 o'clock keywords cash. Good luck. We would love to see you win. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb's here.
Hello.
And so is Jack.
Good evening.
And Ross as well.
There's no rules.
Trivia coming up this hour, top of the hour. We will have Ross thoughts coming at you. A really interesting story coming out of, well, it was just on The Guardian.
Okay, English newspaper?
Yeah, English newspaper, right? Very interesting story.
Defensively themed.
Yeah, defensively themed. There you go. And it talks. I want to frame this properly so I can get a question in here. There's no really way to do it. No way to do it. So, do you think your memory is better now than it was 10 years ago?
I think I'm kind of close to the same.
Think you're about the same?
I can't distinctly tell a difference.
Yeah, Jack, do you think your memory?
I do not.
Do you think it's worse than it was?
I do.
Deborah, do you think your memory's worse or better than it was 10 years ago?
I would say worse.
Okay. Ross, do you
That's
think
scary?
Do you think this? Do you think the study says that memories are better or worse over the last 10 years?
I would think that they are worse.
And why do you think that is?
We're drowning in information. More push notifications, more info. How can you remember all of it when everything doesn't have the same amount of weight as they once did?
And you're not forced to remember things like you used to because of that convenience. You used to remember 30 phone numbers as a kid.
Right,
now
yeah.
I can't remember 3.
So that's exactly what this study is figuring out. The study was this. Since smartphones, are your memories better or worse than they were pre-smartphone? That's why I went 2000, 10 years, about 2008, I think is when they came out, right? Smartphones, first iteration of the iPhone was 07, 08, right? So since then, things have changed dramatically. We rely on our phones or devices, however you want to do it, so much that they are basically proving that we are actually losing our memory. Because memory is like a tool. One of the reasons we talk about my crossword puzzle thing, one of the reasons I do those is it's proven fact that if you keep your brain active, that you will be more more able to rationalize complex thought for a longer period of time in your life if you exercise your brain in certain ways. Crosswords is just one. You can do the Sudoku things or any puzzle like that where you're actually exercising your brain. Reading does it, just input through the exercise of turning symbols into information.
I've read other memory experts saying that when you're experiencing a special event, to experience it with your eyes and don't worry about taking that smartphone photo with it, because it will never look the same, and that interference of looking through the eyepiece of the phone or whatever, the camera, to capture the image actually causes you to remember less of the moment than if you just stood there and took in the sunset and never took a photo of it.
That is covered in this, and it's one of the biggest parts of the study. The two things that are the biggest parts of the study are exactly what Jack said and exactly what you just said. It's 100% proven true. You're right. If you're at a show, and you are there to see a big band, and you love the lead singer or whatever,
on, Jack, I need a rest.
Don't have your phone out, because your phone isn't going to do it. When you
It's interference.
When you go back to look at the picture, all you have to experience is the picture.
Right.
You don't have the actual live experience to really lean back on because you didn't have that.
You were focused on taking the picture.
You were looking at it through your phone.
Yeah.
And what they're proving is that glancing relationship we have with our reality these days is finally starting to erode our memories. We're starting to subject our memory to less and less because we rely on our phone so much. And Jack's example was exactly what they used in the study. It says, you remember back in the day when you were a kid, you had to, and I'll tell you what the other fascinating aspect of this is, you had to remember a bunch of stuff as a kid. Where you live, your crossroads, your phone numbers, your mom and dad's address, all those things.
Where they worked.
Everybody remembers that stuff because you had to know. It didn't lean on your phone. But what do you think they say is the number one contributor through your phone that is proving that it is taking your memory away? There's one certain application on your phone,
Facebook,
that is guaranteed is ruining your memory.
GPS.
It is the GPS.
And I am a shining example of that.
The GPS, they said in this study, was one of the worst possible tools for you to use as your memory, because the complex idea of remembering directions, right, left, landmarks,
street names,
street names, back, forward, whatever, is such a complex memory tool that just by simply looking at your screen and being told where to go, and it's even worse, it takes away your experience of what you're driving through. Like, you're too busy worrying about the GPS and where you're going to turn. You're missing the landscape you're driving by. So that cool building or that neat thing or that cool house, you're not seeing any of that. You're looking at your stupid GPS so you don't get lost.
And it's so fascinating you talk about GPS and forgetting directions, because one of the things biologists find so fascinating with the matriarch of elephant herds is their ability to remember complex routes to finding water. So the herd will follow the oldest elephant matriarch because she remembers over the decades of her life where all of the best watering holes are. So if one isn't working, she knows to walk to the next one and to the next one. And for us humans, even though it's advanced technology, it's actually making it so that we wouldn't be able to lead our herd to a watering hole.
Let me tell you, my dad, and I know that there are people out there listening right now who have this same dad. My dad could drive an 18-wheeler with his knees while unfolding a map of Indiana while drinking a big gulp and eating a sandwich and never, ever, ever get lost. It was fascinating to watch my old man rip through a map and know exactly where he's going and not have a GPS. Remember when Garmin hit? Everybody's like, Garmin's the greatest thing. But the GPS, they say, is the number one rotter of your memory because you're not figuring anything out. Ross, I mean, you use it to get home.
Yeah.
Didn't you up until recently, even leaving the station after driving here for like a year, you still used to use it?
Well, I wouldn't say recently, but yeah, it was an embarrassing amount of time. Because I also think, I'm like, I don't want to stress, a.k.a. use my brain.
Right, yeah.
Or risk. My biggest pet peeve, probably in all of life is missing a turn or getting lost, because that is just the epitome of wasting time to me.
Yeah.
There's no entertainment. I am not learning anything, and I am angry.
Yeah.
So I am the first one to just pull out GPS, make it easy. Let me just focus on driving safe.
I will tell you what's funny is, I'm not a good appointment person because I can't commit to putting it in my calendar. But when you read the story, they're like, the calendar is another one of those things that has, obviously you can see the advantages to it because now it's hooked up to your email and it gives you the notifications. But back in the day, you had notebooks, and it says that, we have been downloading information to devices for many, many years, long before phones or laptops. We would take notes, or write an inscription or take a little note, or, remember when you had to tell somebody how to get to your house? Hey, you go to here, take a left, go about 1.5 miles. You'll see the blue house with the weird thing up front. You'll take a left there.
Look for that 7-Eleven. Take a right there.
It was always there, but, it was so funny. My dad, for years, he would always use the direction and the direction of the company. You go north on 95, then you go south on 50, and then you go northwest on. I'm like, man, just give me the left right at Best Buy, the old KFC, take a left there. Give me that.
It's I wonder if there will ever be like a time traveler showing up in like 2007, 2008 going like, wait, they're not ready.
There's a time traveler on TikTok that says that August 19th of this year, something really big is going to happen. And he says, I'm a time traveler, and I'm telling you, on August 19th, I think it is, of this year, something really big is going to happen. I don't know what it is.
Any hints? Because, I'm tired of playing Spin the Act of Revelation.
We're still doing the poker tournament on August 27th.
All right, very good. Yeah, okay, good.
Regardless of Mr. Time Traveler.
I wonder
what do you
if,
think
like, in 200 years, they're going to
be here? No.
Take phones or do. I wonder what phones look like in 200 years. We're about 13 years into this, 14, 15.
Oh, I'm guessing it'll probably be an implant of some sort where you don't really need a device. You just it's an inner ear thing, probably more than anything.
And now I'm wondering if somebody's listening to this 200 years into the future.
Yeah, but there will always have to be a screen, though. Because, for your apps and stuff, unless you, I guess, have holograms or an inner eye thing where it puts Facebook on your inner eye.
If the future may not even have apps.
Yeah, you're right.
Who knows?
This is, real quick, before we end this, someone just texted us at 77031 and said, I work as a 911 dispatcher. And we have this problem all the time where people don't know what their address is. And they will just say, well, can't you just find my phone?
Right. The same people would be crying about their privacy.
Right.
Hey, man, can't you just download me? Find me that way. Where do you think your memory is the worst, Ross? When remembering...
it's directions.
Is it directions?
Directions, and also what fuels that is also my just lack of confidence. And if I'm being straight up brutally honest about myself, I don't care enough.
Yeah.
I have the answer in my pocket.
Right,
Let me just run it.
I think that's a generational thing. I really do. What do you think has your memory suffered since your phone thing? Where do you think have you had any deficiencies? Do you?
I think where my memory is the worst is with names.
Yeah, I think mine too.
I'm the worst with names. I don't ever forget a face, but I am terrible with names.
I used to be so good at that.
There's so many.
It used to be when I was building my portfolio and meeting reps and stuff like that.
Oh.
I kind of, you create almost like a persona to do just that part of the business with. And I was really good at the name thing for a while, and then I didn't do it as much anymore. Yeah. And now, now I have to be careful because you say, "Hey, have we met?" They're like, "Oh yeah, Jim, we met a bunch."
Right?
You're like, "Okay, sorry."
Okay, way to make this real awkward, right. Tom. It's David. Whatever, dude.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
It's another winning Wednesday on our Instagram page.
Real Radio 104.1. The clock is running. Today you can win a pair of tickets to see Collective Soul and Switchfoot at Hard Rock Live. Real Radio 104.1 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at a major accident delay south on 417 between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. Westbound travel on I-4 solid between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound still heavy too between US 192 and State Road 535. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. There is still time to shop Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Stop in today and shop Tempur-Pedic to save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses. Plus, you'll get a $300 instant gift good toward sleep accessories.
Hey, rental property owners, stop doing everything by yourself, because it turns out there are two things you really can't do unless you have the Realty Medics on your team. Get real-time information on your properties and get an entire year's worth of rent up front. Yeah, only the Realty Medics offers upfront rent. You can get a year's worth paid up front. That puts $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket fast. But also, only the Realty Medics has the Property Performance Dashboard, where you can track showings and applications, rent payments, tenant damage estimates. Even better, you can track your rental investment performance just like you would a stock. Just two more reasons why the Realty Medics are the highest rated and most reviewed property management company here in Central Florida. Take just 5 minutes on therealtymedics.com to see how they've made DIY landlording obsolete. And for a limited time, they'll even give you 2 months of management free when you use promo code FREE1041. That's therealtymedics.com. Promo code FREE1041.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Is an Amscot cash advance right for you? Compare for yourself. Often, it can be less than the late fee on an overdue bill. With Amscot, you could get up to $500 on the spot with no credit check.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Some Americans will spend $200,000 on rent over a lifetime. It's time to invest in yourself instead of your landlord. Meet Divvy, a new kind of rent-to-own. Pre-qualify online and use your approved budget to shop for a dream home. After you move in, built-in savings grow into a future down payment. And within 3 years, you're mortgage ready. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
So, how do sore points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
When it comes time to sell your car, you don't want to be hassled trying to find top dollar. You want the best price and the best experience. At Off Lease Only, they sell, trade, and buy all cars. Selling your car can be super easy with their stress-free guarantee. Meet with an Off Lease Only specialist and showcase your vehicle and drive off with your check in hand same day. No haggling back and forth. The best offer paid instantly. For the stress-free guarantee, visit them today at offleaseonly.com or take a test drive at their state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy. Off Lease Only. Buy, sell, trade. Easy.
I love going on double dates to McDonald's. And by double, I mean twice a day. And by dates, I mean quality time with my choice of a savory sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns for $2.29 in the morning. Then sneak away for either a delicious McDouble or McChicken with small fries on the side for $3.39 later in the day. Who needs romance when there's McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid when product served.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
So you think those do-it-yourself alarm systems are your solution to home security because they're cheap and simple to install? Well, therein lies the problem. They're cheap and simple. The crooks can spot them in a heartbeat and get around them just as fast. Turn to the experts at SafeTouch Security. They've protected our home for years, and every SafeTouch system gives you 5 layers of protection, starting with a SafeTouch sign that says, "Don't even try it," to the crooks. SafeTouch cameras use analytic technology that alerts the bad guys they're being ID'd on camera and sends the homeowners their images instantly. The SafeTouch Always On feature exposes the bad guys before they can even enter your home. The exclusive SafeTouch two-way communicator verifies your alarm to authorities so you get the fastest response time. And SafeTouch has UL-approved monitoring, the best and most secure. For a free demonstration of the fabulous SafeTouch 5-star system, call 888-723-8682. Go online to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
This is Alec Baldwin. I'd like to invite you to listen to my new limited series podcast about a true American hero who lived to tell the story of his imprisonment by the Japanese during World War II.
I'm kind of proud of the fact that I'm a survivor. I wouldn't want to go back through it, but I wouldn't trade it either. It changed my life completely.
Listen to Ben Steele American on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
You know, every time you guys mention something is a generational thing in regards to Ross, I am always so dumbfounded because I feel like a lot of things that Ross has trouble with, I don't know anybody in our generation that has trouble with. I'm 23, about to be 24, so I guess technically I'm a little bit on the end of his generation.
Yeah.
But all these things that he has difficulties with, easy. I don't know anybody who struggles like he does.
Wow. Coming in hot on Ross. I love it. Finally.
Hey, I'm the only one who uses GPS.
All right,
Point taken.
916-1041. Text us at 77031.
To come home from a job that you've done for a couple hundred times.
I don't use All good.
Cash is your 5 o'clock keyword, CH or CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Cash.
You know what's one thing I'm pretty good at? Spelling the word cash.
You mother. You can see where I made the mistake. It's an easy transpose.
Hey, and to Ross's point, a lot of people don't use GPS for directions. They use it to find out where the speed traps are, where the traffic is, where the alternate route is.
I just use it so I have someone to talk to me. That's my
best friend. For the record,
give yourself a dang.
For the record, that's sadder than me not getting phone calls.
Yeah.
What he just said was sadder than me not getting a friend phone call.
Are you waiting for confirmation?
That guy talks to Waze. That guy thinks Waze is a friend of his.
But it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. You probably changed the voices so you have multiple friends riding with you.
Yeah. Boy George.
Do you really have Boy George?
It's one of the voices available.
Take a left,
it is.
cutie.
No, Jack's voice is, "Hi, Jack. How was your day?"
What is your GPS voice?
Let's see, a French woman?
No, it's an Indian woman.
It's an Indian woman.
Yeah, from India.
Please
the
play it.
Punjab.
Like everybody good? That guy or girl? But that's what the stereotypical Indian thing. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you guys are going to shut down now? Maybe look like a dick. Let's gonna tell you. I'll do the rest of the show with the voice. I do not care. I mean, what are they going to do?
Okay, let me catch my breath here.
Welcome back to the show. I am Jim. Jackie's here too. And so is Ross.
This won't end well.
That's okay.
No, it's going to end well.
Indian
Here's the thing.
culture, women have no place.
I can do this because I eat at Indian restaurants. So I support the community. I can do whatever I want.
Zero friends, but loves the cuisine.
Give me a ding, Jack. That's a ding. That's a ding. That's so ding worthy. It's crazy. Somebody just said, they need one for my GPS too. See, I'm not. It's fine. Everybody does the same thing.
So I guess you just go in and just...
You change it in settings. She just sounds very efficient.
Yeah, very, very good.
She's my personal assistant.
Like she could help you with your Best Buy account?
Like you can't help it. Like you can't place a little snippet?
Yeah, I probably could. I have to find it, though.
Go ahead. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Did you guys see the story out of Colorado? This is look, we've had stories like this before, and we've had incidences like this before, but this one is particularly egregious, I believe, because of the nature of some of the actions. It's a Colorado funeral home.
Yeah.
You saw the story?
No.
This woman named Megan Hess runs this. She admitted to selling body parts mostly for surgical and educational purposes. Excuse me.
Mouth to mouth.
Without the family knowing.
Oh, boy.
So your family member passes. You go to the funeral home like, we all have done, with a family member passing. And you expect the funeral home is going to do their due diligence when you pay your fees for that. Apparently, this one was not doing that. She was selling parts for a business called Donor Services that was in the same exact building as her funeral home.
Oh.
And she admitted in federal court to defrauding at least a dozen families who wish for their loved ones to be cremated. She took the $1,000 for the cremation services and then sold them part by part out the back door.
Oh, my God.
That is sick.
That is really... wow.
Gets a little better.
What?
Prosecutors are asking to throw this chick in jail for 12 to 15 years. Now, she's been out on bond since her arrest. She and her mom, Shirley Koch, operated the funeral home and were indicted by a grand jury in March of 2020 over accusations that they were doing exactly what we just said, selling body parts. Here's the other part that gets a little creepy. One former employee says that this woman has earned up to $40,000 doing what?
Taking photos.
That's a really, really good guess, though, because there are people out there that have that thing. That you can do like dead people photos, and it would get a lot of action, but that is not the answer. She did make $40,000. Now, that's $40,000 more dollars than just selling the donor parts.
And you said this is creepy.
This is pretty darn creepy. Because it's been done before by people, and they were the worst people ever.
I mean, she wasn't...
having people have sex with them.
No.
Yeah, that was mine.
No.
I'm happy, Jack. Ew, Jack, you said that.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't about to guess that.
Selling it for cannibals.
No. God, that is such a great guess, though, Deborah. Where do you come up with that? And you're a Disney fan. Weird.
Yeah, but I also love investigation discovery.
Really?
Let's see.
Deborah Bookend Roberts.
Ed Gein turned him into lampshades, baby.
No, but that's it. Look, it's not that gross.
Oh.
She was pulling their gold teeth out of their heads.
Oh, so she's a Nazi.
Right. She was pulling their gold fillings and stuff out of their heads and melting it down and selling it.
God, she's like no soul.
It gets better.
What?
So she made $40,000 from that. Here's where it gets real sketchy. They also ship bodies and body parts that tested positive for hepatitis B, C, and HIV. So they sent parts of bodies that they knowingly were infected with these diseases to buyers and certified that the bodies did not contain diseases as they were using the parts for, I'm guessing, studies or scientific purposes. But that's exactly what it is.
And she couldn't get out on bail?
No, she is out on bond, if you can believe that.
That it cost her an arm and a leg.
Oh,
thank you. I said that for Ross.
Full-size ding.
No.
Full-size ding.
That's a muted ding
That
joke.
is not a muted ding.
That is a muted ding.
He talks to Siri for company. Let him have his full-size ding. Oh, Jack.
I think that's a worthy ding.
Ooh. See, those words worked.
Families received ashes. Families that they conned for the $1,000 to cremate them. When the families came to pick up their ashes, they were given something. What do you think it was?
Pepper.
Concrete.
Oh, it is concrete?
They gave them bags of concrete dust.
Because it looks the same. It's got that
almost
gray
exactly
hue.
the same. And then almost
put a
the same
few rocks in there from like the driveway. Go get some pebbles in there, make it a little like bone.
And then you cry, and then you make cement.
No.
I didn't do it. It's not me behind this story.
You gotta be a soulless.
Oh,
I mean,
heartless, absolute.
Look, I mean, even if you're so callous as a human, you can say to yourself, "Well, they're dead. You know, they're not feeling this per se. What are we really doing wrong here?" Not realizing the impact that the memory of that will have. That's why this whole LIV golf thing has been interesting because of the nature of how Khashoggi was killed. You know, you think about it, the families have to live with the memory, the very detailed memory of how that happened. So now families out there, when their loved ones pass, they turn it over to a funeral director. And by the way, the one that I dealt with my mom was a savior. A savior. The experience was so much better because they were good at what they were doing, and they were slammed. Like, we had to get wedged in to have a funeral. That's how busy they were at the height of COVID when my mom and my uncle passed.
But that's always been like one of my biggest fears is having your beloved family member, like my mom, or to have them be so desecrated and disrespected when they're, they may not be there, but the family is.
That's what I'm saying, man. You
and
have the memory
that is
of
such an ugly, ugly act. She is absolutely soulless just for the money.
Could you imagine learning your mom or sister or your favorite aunt not only was chopped up and sold for parts, but the teeth were yanked out of her head because they may have had traces of gold in them?
Let's just say an eye for an eye.
And you're going to draw that picture. I mean, it's not going to be the nicest scenario. You're going to draw that picture, and you're going to live with that memory. 12 to 18 years they're facing.
All right. I'll throw out this little possibility here.
Oh, you laugh during that, so that means it's going to be ultimately disrespectful getting into another generational argument.
No, I'm just saying that there's money being made.
There is lots of it.
Lots of it.
Lots of money being made.
Funerals are expensive.
Right. They are very expensive. Even the basic funeral is expensive.
Okay, wait. Where are you going?
Under the table, you grab Miss Coke over here. Okay. What's her name? Shirley Coke?
Shirley Coke.
Which...
Hello.
I think that's a top 10 porn star.
Megan Hess is the younger one. I think her mom was Shirley Coke. Obviously remarried into a fine family.
I don't think I would do this. Let me clarify. But I would think if one of my beloved ones died and they were like, hey, you're 15 G's in the hole over the funeral. We can knock 5 off if we take the left arm.
Funny you should mention that. They actually offered that up as an option for families. We will do the funeral for free if you donate the body to our body donor services, so we can, I'm sure, help science and get a forward science, and they'll get the whole pitch where, hey, your family member will be on the bottom floor of this new technology that could save lives in the future. I mean, that's why I'm an organ donor. I'm a donor for that very reason. I mean, I would
So my dark, super callous idea is already happening. It's part of our reality as we speak.
It is kind of happening.
I don't seem like a monster anymore.
Are you an organ donor?
I am.
Jack, I know you are. You have to be.
I'm too kind to be an organ donor.
So, you would never saddle anybody with your organs?
You don't want these organs. I plan to arrive fully used up.
In a fit of irony, I've only donated my scalp. And my personality.
I think. But they both don't grow much.
They're stunted. Both of them are stunted. They're barren fields of nothingness.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Is that what? I mean, everything's got a price here.
Yeah, don't snort, Deb. It's gross.
Everything's got a price. If you go ahead, you knock off my funeral costs 50%. I'm letting you do some pretty wild stuff with my mom's body.
What?
Let's be reasonable here, guys. Just really think this out. This is me explaining it to my family.
Funerals ain't cheap.
Funerals ain't cheap.
Hey, you're talking 5 G's.
You're talking 5 G's.
I mean, that's bare minimum, dude. I mean, that's 5 G's. Basically, you waver over the hole and throw a rose down. That's $5,000 these days.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. It is a joke.
Oh yeah.
It is a joke.
I'm just gonna tell all my loved ones to hide me. We don't need a funeral. Just put me in the forest.
Turn you into a Where's Waldo game?
Yeah.
Just put me in a fridge box at the back of the garage.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple of those little pine trees to get the smell out.
I didn't pay for college, but you are not paying for this. That's a wash. We good.
I would let you do some pretty questionable stuff to my mom for $5,000. That is
dead, Mom.
That's a weird show name.
Oh, okay. Dead, Mom.
I'd rather her be dead than alive.
Well, is that better?
Whoa.
Yes.
Well, if she's
the
alive,
hell?
she may actually enjoy some of the stuff that's going to get done to her.
No. If she's alive and she loses an arm versus her being dead and losing an arm, there's an obvious better option here. It's when you're dead.
With all the due respect, your mother, because I love her, she's great. But again, when it comes to the quality of the organs we're dealing with,
I get that. But she's got a good heart.
They may come back. They may come back at you. Well, I don't know about 3,500. Yeah. She seems like a 3,500 kind of girl.
Off of further review, you actually owe us more.
Exactly. We have to charge you an extra 15%.
We're just gonna go ahead and give this back to you. We really can't use it, so
we kept the receipt.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 407.
What's your return policy?
916-1041. What an egregious crime. How terrible.
Egregious crime that has no place in society.
Yeah, right. Except for Arizona.
Colorado.
Yeah, they ran the Sunset Mesa Funeral Home. Sunset Mesa. And a human body parts business called Donor Services from the very same building. Now, it's weird because they talk about the Donor Services business like it's a legit business. And maybe the big crime here is that they just sold body parts without the consent of the family. That's the big problem. And he says, "Oh, you ready?"
They got audio of them moving the body parts.
Court records show her body dealer firm harvested. Think about this, guys. Heads, spines, legs, arms, and then sold them, of course, mostly for surgical and educational purposes.
And it's just all in one room? Looking like Predator's house?
Wouldn't you agree, though? That's funny. Wouldn't you agree that it has to be a package deal? Like, you just can't buy the head.
Don't say package.
You just can't buy the head. You got to buy a head and a couple of arms or something.
Yeah, it's a two-piece with a side. What are you trying to do here? Some real shisty dealer. Oh, hey, no, whoa.
I need a leg and two breasts.
Two pieces.
Coming right up.
And a biscuit.
Yeah, I feel I learned a little too much about myself on this topic.
Yeah.
So did we.
Let's move forward. Jack is already dismembering her, audio killing her.
Okay.
All right, 407-916-1041. Man, oh man. This is a drive time topic, by the way, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just throwing that out at you. Drive time topic. Nothing else in the world really happening. Let's talk about this. All right, load them up. We'll do trivia next.
We're number one.
Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
USC and UCLA are the latest major universities to make a huge move. They are leaving the Pac-12 conference to join the Big Ten in 2024. Now, this comes after Oklahoma and Texas were the first to shake up the structure of the Power 5 conferences by announcing their decision to leave the Big 12 for the SEC. The university everyone has their eyes on now is Notre Dame. Will they remain independent? I'm Chris Collinsworth.
This family takes turns turning heads, brains, beauty, and athleticism. All they need now is for you to drive them off the lot. The Mercedes-Benz family of SUVs, a family of unrivaled vehicles, waiting at your local dealer. Mercedes-Benz.
Who knows where inflation is going later this year, but what you can do at FAS Windows and Doors, you buy your windows now, you lock in your price. Regardless of when you have them installed, lock in that price. FAS has the largest window and door showroom in Central Florida with 38 unique windows on display ready for you to operate. You can check it out. It's on Fairbanks in Winter Park, right off I-4 there. It's a beautiful showroom. They have a full selection of hurricane windows and doors. Estimates are always free at FAS. They installed the windows in my home. Absolutely love these windows. Made my home more energy efficient, more secure, and made it look nicer with these windows. All products have a lifetime warranty, and right now, rebates, $55 per window, $95 per door. Check them out online. It's FASWD.com.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now even faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
Some roads take us to where we want to go. Other roads lead to Mo. In a world full of dangerous roads, there's only one thing you need to know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Rise and shine, honey. We don't want to miss our flight.
Our flight is in 7 hours. And we have TSA PreCheck with our Navy Federal flagship credit card.
TSA PreCheck? Getting my bugle through security will be so much easier now.
Learn how you can earn up to 3 times points on travel with the flagship credit card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Now with Xfinity, you'll get unlimited internet with gig speed and supersonic Wi-Fi. With a 2-year internet rate guarantee, no annual contract required, and no equipment fees. Talk about knock your socks off. Ooh, plus a free Flex 4K streaming box. It's like hitting the streaming jackpot. It's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile. $50 a month. A price that's truly jaw-dropping.
Oh, literally.
The speed you need at a price you want. Value that's simply bananas. That's the new Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. It's kind of a big deal. Go to Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store to learn more.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. New gigabit internet customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Hear that sizzle? That's the sound of Hot Deal Summer at Racetrack. Head into your local store and get any 2 breakfast sandwiches for $4. Or buy 1 pizza slice and get your second for just $1. And if these deals are too hot to handle, cool down with a free Monster Energy when you buy 2. Hurry in before these summer savings melt away. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Select sizes. See store for details.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, sausage patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
Each week on the Martha Stewart podcast, the woman who's done it all, from TV to magazines to radio and more, engages in intimate, in-depth interviews with some of the world's most fascinating people.
Every time I go anywhere, all they want to know is how's Snoop.
You don't think I get approached all the time by people that say, do you think you can get me a picture of Martha? You think you can get an autograph?
Listen to the Martha Stewart podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
So, how does shore points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey y'all, this is David listening from St. Cloud. Just love listening to you guys and hoping to win $1,000 by listening to y'all and enjoying y'all. Thanks so much.
Yeah, we want you to as well. And funny you should mention that. We just had a $1,000 winner, Rocco. You guys give it up.
Rocco!
Hey! Rocco listens to Jim Colbert's show and takes home
$1,000
for doing that. Not only do you get at least C-class entertainment. C-class entertainment. You also get $1,000. What a package. That's a two-piece right there. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And so is Jack.
Hi there.
And Ross has your sauce jar.
All aboard! Chugga, chugga.
Choo, choo. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
I have a pair of tickets to see Orlando City versus hot, fiery garbage. Enter Miami. This Saturday, July 9th at Exploria Stadium. You know what I love about Orlando City? Is that our stadium is in downtown Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Soccer-specific stadium in downtown Orlando.
I mean,
just like the one in Miami, Ross.
Well, they do have a soccer-specific stadium, but it's not in Miami. I'll be talking poop all week.
Okay.
Instead of inner Miami, it should be outer Miami.
Yeah. Get him, Jack!
Yeah! Hot garbage!
That's pretty good.
Chicken head toast.
Yeah, chicken head toast. That is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Bong Hits, Cento Family Moving and Storage. Hey, they can handle your move. Local, long distance, residential, or commercial, it doesn't matter. But it does matter if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, because that will get you a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO Moving.com. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Ross, who's first today, buddy?
Let's welcome Robbie.
By the way, we need a couple more players, by the way. I don't know why people call in, get lined up, and then dropped out.
Phone calls drop all the time.
That's so crazy. All right, a couple lines open for last call, or for trivia. There, hop in there. Robbie, how you doing, buddy?
Doing very well, Jim.
Good, man. Want to play a little game with us?
I'd love to.
All right, let's do it then.
Want to play a game?
All right, Robbie, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find it, I will send you to the sauce jar off to the Orlando City match. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, very good. On this day in 1885, that's 1885, bacteriologist Louis Pasteur successfully vaccinated a 9-year-old boy for rabies.
Oh, wow.
That's right. In 1885, Louis Pasteur, the same guy who came up with pasteurized milk, also created the vaccine for rabies, and he saved that life. The first time ever, by the way, that happened. Here are 3 fun facts about rabies and 1 lie that keeps you locked in a car with your crazy kid. Number 1, rabies is the likely origin of the vampire and zombie folklore. Number 2, you're most likely to contract rabies from touching a dead animal. Number 3, Australia and New Zealand have never had a case of rabies. And lastly, rabies causes hydrophobia, where just the thought or sight of water causes massive throat spasms. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to say number 2.
Number 2 is the answer, buddy. Good job.
Whoa!
That was a major swerve, because that may be the trickiest answer I've written in a month. Good job, buddy. You're the winner.
Oh, thank you.
You got it, man. Good job.
Hang on.
And the reason why that's not correct, what do you think the number 1 way that you can contract rabies in the U.S. is?
Saliva.
No. What gets it to you?
Bites.
I thought it was raccoon.
Dog bites.
Yeah. Whose dog?
Junkyard.
Your own pet.
No.
Is the most likely way that you would get rabies, and here's why. Your own pet would go out and screw around with this dead animal because they smell it.
Right.
Contract rabies, not know they have it because the incubation period can be anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. So the dog can be fully infected with rabies and not even know it, and then bite you or whatever. The saliva transfers it to your body, and off we go to the fun party.
Whoa.
So the number 1 way you can get rabies is through your own pet, and it makes perfect sense when you think about it.
It does, but how dangerous, because once the symptoms start, there is no saving you.
Well, there is, but here's the thing. Once you show a symptom of rabies as a human being, you're done.
Right. There is nothing.
One symptom. That's because the incubation period is so long. If you don't catch it, I got some crazy stuff to tell you about this. By the way, let's go through this.
All right.
Rabies is the likely origin of vampire and zombie folklore.
Because of the behavior.
And you think about it, it's also the incubation period. What gives you rabies? On top of the other things, bitten by bats. And one of the reasons they tell you that bats is so dangerous for the rabies thing is because the small bats that bite you, their teeth are like needles, and chances are you don't even know you've been bitten. So they tell you if you ever wake up in your house and there's a bat in your house, whatever happens, get a rabies shot. Because you might not even know you were bitten, or it'll seem like a bug bite. And that's the worst case scenario because you won't get treated for it.
And not only that, there was a 5-year-old boy in Florida. He and his mom found a bat in their house, and they caught it to take it outside. It never bit him, but it scratched the boy.
That's all it takes.
And because the mother said it didn't bite him, it only scratched him, they didn't think they were at risk of rabies. And the young boy ended up passing from rabies because he never received any treatment.
That's right.
His mother thought you had to be bitten by an animal in order to get rabies.
You have to be very diligent when it comes to this.
Wild animals.
Because man, once it gets in there and starts showing signs, the vaccine will not help.
No, there's nothing.
Australia and New Zealand have never had a case of rabies.
Lucky.
And rabies does cause a thing called hydrophobia, where just the thought or sight of water causes your throat to clench up so you can't swallow. And they tell you that's what causes the foaming at the mouth. That foam around the mouth is the over-viral load of the rabies virus in your body. So that's why when you get bitten by something that's rabid, that's why it's more likely that you get infected, because they're in that case of hydrophobia, and all the viral load is in that froth in their mouth.
Which is why it makes you so that you can't drink, so that you can't dilute it.
Right. Worldwide, 90% of all human rabies cases stem from dog bites. In the U.S., it's raccoons that cause the most infections outside of your own pet.
I wonder why that is.
Well, raccoons also look kind of friendly.
Yeah, do we just have more raccoons?
And they're social, and they eat out of dumpsters and all that stuff like that, and they carry the bacteria, or their system is perfect for carrying the virus.
Plus, I'd think they'd probably encounter a dead animal a lot more likely than your animals.
Bats are, like I was telling you guys, are particularly dangerous because some bats' bites are almost indistinguishable from insect bites, causing the person to not seek medical help. And then, of course, the symptoms set in and you're done. And then lastly here, the WHO reports that around 60,000 people per year globally die from rabies infections. What countries do you think have the most of those?
Cambodia.
Well, I mean, it's countries, but it's one of them's a continent. But
I would say Brazil.
Yeah, India and Africa have the most. And India, it's particularly bad right now. And the reason is the butterfly effect. Okay, so how to...
Ashton Kutcher?
No, it's funny. They started dropping vaccinated baited chicken heads into, I tell you exactly what happened, into these communities to have them eat the chicken heads to get the vaccination in their bodies, right? What happened is the medicine, I think, that's in the vaccine killed all the buzzards. Because when the animals that did not get they got the vaccine, when they would wind up dying, the buzzards would eat the animals, and that particular medicine or that particular chemical killed all the buzzards. So all the buzzards now aren't eating so it's that effect that's why they're overrun with dogs.
Chain of events.
Exactly, that have, trying to create trying to solve a problem created a much bigger issue. What's coming up for thoughts?
Guys, everyone does it. Everyone does this. In fact, we've done it a lot on today's show.
Have fun?
Laugh?
Laugh.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Aww.
We are going to talk about laughing and some more important facts about laughter here.
All right, we'll do that next.
It's another winning Wednesday on our Instagram page. At Real Radio 1041. The clock is running. Today you can win a pair of tickets to see Collective Soul and Switchfoot at Hard Rock Live. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic from a crash south on 417 between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. Westbound travel on the beach line heavy too between I-Drive and I-4. And we're seeing delays south on the Turnpike between 417 and US 192. Westbound I-4 still slow right near Sand Lake Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Mecum Auctions. Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to the Orange County Convention Center today through the 9th with 1,000 American muscle cars, classic, Corvettes, exotics, and more. Your Mecum experience begins at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Man, when it comes to your bathroom and replacing it or remodeling it, we all know it's one of those things that you kind of push back for so long because you just simply don't want to deal with it. You've heard all the nightmare stories about dealing with the contractors. None of it sounds fun. It's going to take forever, and you're not even going to get what you want, and it's going to cost a fortune. All of those things don't apply to Rebath. They do not. Here's why. Because Rebath has got a system down with great products that get you the bathroom of your dreams in a really kind of reasonable time frame with incredible craftsmanship and, like I said, really beautiful, great, modern-looking products. And you can actually see them right there in their showroom, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. You'll see some models set up. Those are just to show you what the products look like, the textures, the colors. That's where you get with the design team and really go to work designing the bathroom of your dreams. Guest bath, master bath, it doesn't matter. These guys only do bathrooms, and they're here to get you the one of your dreams. They'll do it in 4 to 6 days with their employees, same employees every single day, and a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. You simply can't lose, and even better, they're great people. Log on today, check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. Your new bathroom awaits at rebathmidfla.com.
Did you know the brain develops until you're 25? That means any drugs or alcohol you put into your body affect the way your brain develops. You need your brain for everything you do. Each time teens use drugs or alcohol increases the risk of damage to their brain and body, even death. You have the power to protect your brain. Use the facts about drugs and alcohol to make your future the best it can be. Check out thefactsyourfuture.org. Your future depends on it.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
When it's getting heated, Dunkin' is keeping us calm, cool, and cold brewed with a $3 medium ice cold brew. And not just any cold brew, but one topped with brown sugar cold foam coolness with Dunkin's new brown sugar cream cold brew. Now $3 along with all medium cold brews. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
This message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station. I'm Marshall. I'm a volunteer with the Florida Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program. Now more than ever during the pandemic, Florida long-term deserve the best care and quality of life. I invite you to join me in on behalf of people who can't speak for themselves. Visit ombudsman.myflorida.com to join us today.
I tend to second guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we pride ourselves on providing the best value for your dollar. We hand build our mattresses with the highest quality materials and offer them factory direct, which means you get a better quality mattress at a better price compared to mainstream brands. Our values are also at the core of who we are as a company. We strive for honesty and transparency at every step of the way, so you can feel good about your purchase. Visit an OMF location today to experience the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
I'm sure you do this, but it's a trick I use all the time. I forget someone's name, I'll introduce them to the person next to me. So in your case, you're hanging out with Ross, somebody comes up to you, introduce them to Ross. A lot of times they will give Ross their name, and boom, now you know who you're talking to.
Oh, yeah, baby. I know all them forgetting,
all them tricks.
All them forgetting tricks.
Yeah.
You gotta have something if you want to be with me.
Breaking news. Manny Charlton, who is one of the guitar players for Nazareth, has passed away. For you guys who love that old rock.
Oh.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. We did have a winner today, proving yet again that it is not a fake contest. We are giving money away. Congrats, Rocco.
Yeah, Rocco.
Post 4th of July,
Hey.
I'm sure that $1,000 is going to come in handy.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be able to afford the barbecue he threw.
Right, exactly. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Open them up.
It's funny.
Let's find out.
Sometimes. It's Ross.
Brought to you by
Spelled like sauce.
Mills Air.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Man, oh man, there was this immediate highlight when my mom was down here in Orlando for a week. And I really kind of like fell back in love with my mom because I haven't seen her for so many years, and I forgot how much I adore that woman. And we were at a place, we were eating tamales.
Oh, nice.
Right?
She eats a lot of that food out there in Arizona, though, right? She likes that stuff, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, in fact, to quote her, I don't like tamales.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Back to you.
But she got fish tacos. So I went ahead and I decided to spoil her a little bit.
Okay.
And I got her a margarita.
Nice.
Wow.
Right? She doesn't drink often, but when she does, she is just a bucket of fun. This margarita came in kind of like a bigger rocks glass. It had 2 straws.
Okay.
Skinny straws.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? The little coffee straws?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Little stir straws.
Yeah, little stir straws. 2 straws. She goes ahead. She takes a sip, and she goes, "Oh, that's good." And I told her, I was like, well, mix it up, and you got to lick the salt and all that. I'm trying to help her out.
Sure, yeah.
And then we start talking about the wedding, and then she goes ahead, she grabs the margarita, and she sees one of the straws, and she goes to put her mouth around that straw, but can't because the other straw just jabbed her in the eye.
Okay.
Just critical hit.
Got it, yeah.
One hit wonder.
Right. We've all done that.
I think everyone's right.
Let's don't laugh at Kathy Padge.
Oh, no, I'm laughing because it's either that or right up the nose.
Yeah, we've all impaled an eyeball with that straw before. We've all been that drunk.
Yeah. So drinks, and she wasn't even drunk. That's my favorite part. She was just straight up sober, Kathy Padge.
What did she say when she stabbed herself in the eye with the other straw?
She snapped neck at me and went, "You saw that?" And then I went, "Yeah, Mom, I saw that." And also, it followed with I didn't know this about my mom. And I feel kind of guilty as a son. I have never heard the following noises leave my mom's body. She could not stop laughing.
Why? Because she stabbed herself in the eye and thought it was funny?
Thought it was the funniest thing. Now, granted, it was funny.
Okay.
But it has a little bit more tequila fueling it.
I mean, she's like, I don't know,
Two
two fluid ounces into the margarita.
Yeah,
She's like, I don't think she's drunk, but maybe it plays a small factor. But she cried so hard, or she laughed so hard that she cried to the point where, like, Ma, we are embarrassing ourselves right now.
What restaurant are you guys in? Do you mind saying?
Yeah, no, I have no problem. Tamale Co.
Okay, very nice.
Delicious tamales.
Right.
All right?
In a pretty progressive part of town.
And people are staring.
Are they really?
Because I didn't know this about my mom. I didn't know she laughed. I didn't know that noise.
She had a very boisterous laugh.
It was a crying laugh.
Like a high-pitched laugh.
Like, Ma, people think I just told you I'm terminal.
Yeah, whatever.
And I chose the dish of Mexican food to tell you that. It was a thing. It was bad. It was so long. It was probably about 2.5 minutes.
Of her, like, solid crying, like,
bad. And those moments when someone gets that type of laugh,
that's called tickled in the South.
You're gone.
You can't stop.
It's better than any drug.
Oh, you bet your ass. My wife can get me there and like to get me just laughing at something silly, and I can't stop laughing. But you're right. It is very therapeutic.
And it starts fueling this, really sick cycle of like, okay, the one thing I have to do right now is not think about the straw. But I just thought about the straw by telling myself I did. It was bad. Like it was so long I had enough time to pull out my phone and record her cry laughing over the straw incident. Then it got me thinking, even at that moment, I was like, I don't know if I've ever laughed.
I was about to ask you that very thing.
That's my question. That's really the main entree for Ross Thoughts.
When's the last time you cried or you literally laughed to the point where you...
I'll even do one better. What is the hardest you've ever laughed? Now, I know when I ask that isn't just for you three. That's also for our listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guarantee you, our texters are going to throw down, this is the hardest I've ever laughed, and it's going to be painfully funny. So I'm banking on the listeners here, too. Send us in the story or event that made you laugh the hardest, or at the very least, that uncontrollable laugh. I can tell you my last one. The most recent one where I was like, dude, this is bad. I know this is bad radio. It was the First Monday Lounge. The First Monday Lounge. Do you remember this?
We have it. I heard it on a best of, and I remember that show. You couldn't control yourself.
I couldn't. It was annoying you.
You were wiping your eyes, and I was like, well, he's got to get it together. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, which just made him laugh even more.
Because he hasn't said anything that funny yet. I don't know what's happening.
I said nothing funny. And
it was
to be honest with you,
it was just that the bit was so ridiculous.
It was so dumb, and still is pretty dumb.
I love it.
But what really made me just go to Giggle Fest 2022 was that it was about 3 minutes before that segment, because the whole segment was me just trying to tell you guys, like, dude, we should go find a lounge and become lounge lizards.
Right, yeah.
And then 3 minutes before the segment, I was like, nah, we are going to a lounge. It is the Monday Lounge. I made the jump. We're live on air. And then it hit me, this is really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not stop laughing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Over that. That was the last time I had myself a little tizzy. So I'm curious, what are your hardest laughs of recent memory?
God, man. Recently?
You can remember stuff like this?
I'm kind of jaded recently, but I laughed, man, on the Monster Show when Daniel and TC were doing some of the things they did, and Daniel and Carlos were doing some of the things back in the day, I mean, I remember doubling over and being out of control, like laughing. I was just a fan of the show at that time, and I happened to be on the show. I remember that. And the hardest I think I've ever laughed is the first time I saw Eddie Murphy's Delirious. We had to pause the special on tape to finish laughing before we could play it again. That was when I was like, 16 years old.
I cried laugh over Shane Gillis's Trump material.
It's very funny, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that hurt.
It's mostly stuff like I saw Code Black get locked out of his. We locked him out of his own house during a rainstorm, and it was lightning everywhere, and he was begging us to get in, and we couldn't stop laughing because his little boobs were jiggling.
Yeah.
You guys are mean AF.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Man, he rolled my house with 100 rolls of toilet paper. Trust me, I have even yet to get him back.
I hope it causes as much laughter.
Jack, it's probably on the air for you as well, right?
It would have to be. I don't remember what it is.
I know the hardest I think I've seen you laugh is when we had we had the
this guy's sour as hell. I love it.
When we had the talk off.
Oh yeah, it was pretty fun.
That Jack could not read it fast because he was laughing.
I was
really
laughing
hard.
during that. It's funny you mentioned Eddie Murphy Delirious. I don't think I've ever seen any recorded video more times than I've seen that special.
Right? Yeah.
It just at that age for us, it was just something. It had to be 50 times.
Jesselnick's first record, Dave Chappelle killing him softly. I remember having to pause that because I was laughing to the point where I couldn't.
I laughed over, bitch, I live in a trash can.
Yeah, right,
That's
exactly.
the cleanest punchline I think of my entire life. I've never heard anything better.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Man, I got kids to feed.
Yeah.
So good.
Deb, do you have a cry laugh of recent times?
Oh, I have several. The first time.
Deb's a laugher. And when you get Deb going, it's fun.
I love to laugh. I think that I've heard it said it's God's favorite sound. Seeing Carrot Top the first time when I saw his, I frickin' cry laugh. So him playing the part of Wendy's or Madonna drinking a beer still to this day will make me lose myself.
He may be the most underrated guy for
I
that.
think he really is.
He gets a really bad rap. That guy is very, very funny.
And I remember thinking it at the time when I seeing him live at Hard Rock, laughing more times in that 1 hour than any other time.
I mean, and
that's a good one.
I'll always remember that comedy show for that reason because I laughed so hard it was difficult to breathe. Seeing Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, the first time, but that's probably because I was, a little.
Hell yeah.
That works, though.
Oh, my God. That fisheye lens, when he does that Captain Kirk sound and comes right up to the
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
There she goes.
It holds up.
There she goes.
It holds up.
And it wasn't the Crippy. There's also been several here on this show. Just today, Ross, your two-piece and a side made me silent laugh.
Silent laugh in the sense of it's just so hard.
Yeah, laughing so hard you don't make any noise.
Exactly.
Nah.
You do that a lot. The show
man.
does that a lot to me.
God, laughter is a hoot.
I think Ross's laughter today, he was crying inside when I told the arm and a leg joke.
Yeah.
No, I was.
You were crying.
Well, the texting service gave that to him, so.
Yeah. I feel like there's no better way to end that segment than a collective laugh for most of them. You know what's not a laughing matter?
I know. What?
How much Mills Air saved my life.
That's right.
I walk in and it makes me feel like a better adult. That's way too honest about my Mills Air love and affection, but it's true. My house does not accommodate really for an AC unit. They looked at my house and went, yeah, we got that.
I told you just the other day the tech was over at my house because they have to move a drain line from one of my units.
Yeah.
And he even commented about what a pain in the ass your job was.
My house was a Rubik's Cube, but they still got it done. And that's exactly what 30 years of experience will get you. They will get it done. And very well. Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. I love my Carrier unit. You can't even hear it when it's on. Their techs can service any brand out there. So if you don't have a Carrier, don't freak out. But if you do have a Carrier, it's time to turn to the experts at Carrier. Call today. Schedule your appointment. I know I'm happy I did. 407-277-1159 or visit them online at millsair.com. Those are your Ross thoughts. Don't forget to laugh. I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. There's a worker that had a little something happen with his paycheck, and then he made a decision. And I'll tell you what that is next.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic from a crash south on 417 between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. Westbound travel on the beach line, heavy 2 between I-Drive and I-4. And we're seeing delays south on the Turnpike between 417 and US 192. Westbound I-4 still slow right near Sand Lake Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Truly Nolan. Truly Nolan. Faster than a speeding cockroach, smarter than conniving ants, and more nimble than a swarm of mosquitoes. That's why when Truly Nolan is in hot pursuit, there's no escape. For a free inspection and $50 off pest control, go to TrulyNolan.com.
Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware is your grilling headquarters. Summer still has plenty of time left for you to kick it up with a brand new grill from Tools Ace Hardware. Big Green Egg, Weber, Traeger, Napoleon grills, all there for you. Plus, they refill propane, have every flavor of wood, pellet, chip, or chunk in stock. Plus, that great hardwood charcoal for your Big Green Egg as well. That's what I use for maximum flavor. Sauces and rubs from national brands and local brands, including ours from the Jim Colbert Show, in every single store out there. Plus, they're a service tech specializing in grills with repairs or warranty issues, free assembly and delivery always. But the best thing's best is they're right here in Orlando. You don't have to drive far for the grill of your dreams. Find it today at one of Tools' 11 convenient locations. It's toolsacehardware.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
A bounce check can be expensive. Why risk it when an Amscot cash advance could cost a lot less? Up to $500 on the spot with no credit check, and it won't hurt your credit rating. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Did you know the brain develops until you're 25? That means any drugs or alcohol you put into your body affect the way your brain develops. You need your brain for everything you do. Each time teens use drugs or alcohol increases the risk of damage to their brain and body, even death. You have the power to protect your brain. Use the facts about drugs and alcohol to make your future the best it can be. Check out thefactsyourfuture.org. Your future depends on it.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Sell your used or junk car today. 800-962-CARS. It's the quick and easy way. 800-962-CARS. You will get top dollar paid. 800-962-CARS. So sell your vehicle today. 800-962-CARS. If it doesn't run, we'll pick it up. 800-962-CARS. 962-CARS.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free. At Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Today's Central Florida job market is more competitive than ever, but don't be discouraged. Attend the Florida Jobs Now Career Expo, Thursday, July 14th, noon to 4 p.m. at the Canvas Event Venue, 1401 Florida Mall Avenue. Connect with over 70 recruiters right here in Central Florida, some even offering on-the-spot interviews. Your next career is right in front of you. Join us at the Florida Jobs Now Career Expo, Thursday, July 14th, noon to 4 p.m. at the Canvas Event Center, 1401 Florida Mall Avenue. Get more info at fljobsnow.com. Presented by SeaWorld and Aquatica.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial, we can supply that.
The free iHeartRadio app is your summer travel soundtrack. Whether you're hitting the road, taking a flight, or hanging out by the pool, you can take your favorite radio station with you everywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app. Enjoy tons of playlists filled with summer anthems like Songs of Summer, Yacht Rock, Beach Vibes, and Kids Summer, plus all the podcasts. You can escape the heat with chilling true crime podcasts or soak up the sun with some comedy fun and so much more. It's all free and it's all waiting for you now on the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
Over 75 diesel-powered trucks in stock right now. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Radio. 104.1.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Okay, Big T here. And one of the hardest moments I ever laughed was when I was working building pools, putting in a pump and filter chlorinator set, and I had to hold this piece of pipe in place with a shovel and was putting a lot of stress on it, and actually broke said shovel, elbowed my coworker in the face, gave him a bloody nose, and I couldn't stop laughing for about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept telling him I was sorry, but still kept laughing. Big T out.
I hate that. My wife and my son have that schadenfreude thing, and it drives me crazy.
Because you're usually the one who's hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
My rule is that you got to make sure that they're okay, and then you can laugh. Even if you're asking, "Are you okay, man?"
They can't. They are incapable of doing that. I fell in the garage about 2 or 3 or 4 months ago, and my son was in there. We were kind of doing some stuff, and I some gas spilled, and it just turned my floor into basically a grease-covered floor. It just so slippery, and I fell and hit my hip, and it actually was bruised pretty good for about a month and a half. My son could not contain himself. And I'm literally there writhing in pain, and he is busting a gut laughing. My wife is just as bad.
Yeah, and then you're just getting angry,
I'm getting so pissed off I can't even see straight.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are you laughing about, dude? I'm literally dying down here. I don't know if you know this. This kills people like me.
And then that also that's fuel to the fire.
It makes it worse.
Right? Oh my God, he's so angry.
Right. Which helps. It helps a lot. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack and Ross are here as well.
Yeah, we are. I keep hearing something in the background.
That's Ross's conscience. Running.
I had a good run today.
Did you? Good for you, buddy. Shirtless, I assume?
Not shirtless. But I did ask the new homeless guy there. I was like, yo, man, where's Mike? And he responded with, my name's Jeff.
Yeah, okay, good. Right,
I was
exactly.
like, all right, never mind.
Give me some money.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys there's a worker that had a little problem with his paycheck, and he decided to make a decision. I don't know how you guys would feel about this. This is a story out of Chile.
Nice.
A guy gets paid and submits his resignation immediately. He could not be found after his job accidentally paid him about 330 times his normal salary.
What?
Now, here's the scary thing, right? The worker he was a dispatch assistant at a cold meats manufacturer in Chile. He receives a paycheck of 165,398,851 Chilean pesos, or about $180,000 for the month of May. Now, he's only supposed to make about $545 per month.
Okay. There's a discrepancy.
He's only supposed to make about $545 a month. He initially alerted his manager of the massive overpayment, according to the local media. The manager then says, okay, let's report this to Human Resources, who asked the worker to go right to the bank, return the money. He said, no problem whatsoever. And then
he dipped.
He disappeared. Nobody knows where he is. He agreed to go to the bank the next day and never showed up. And now he's ignored communications from his employer.
Yeah, because he's traveling.
All of his friends. Like everybody. Look, $180K in Chile has to be, I mean, if you're making $545 a month, that must be an insurmountable amount of money. And I can imagine that dude can't find somewhere in South America or Central America to set up shop and live quite well for a while.
Oh, yeah. $180,000 for most Americans is a huge amount of money.
Yeah, for sure.
It's theft.
Me. Yeah, me.
It's theft.
It is theft,
right?
They're going to still be looking for him.
Oh, yeah. No, it's theft for sure.
I mean, they kind of willingly gave it to him.
If that's theft, then it's entrapment or something. I didn't goof it. You didn't put this. You put this idea in my head.
I think he agreed to give it back. He recognized it was wrong. He, the one who said it was wrong, and recognized that was going to give it back. And then he's like, wait a minute, I could just take it all with me?
I guess I could negotiate that, right? He could say, I tell you what we'll do. I'll give you some of it back. How about we negotiate how much you get back, and then I'll take care of that part, but I'm keeping the rest, and you're never going to see me again.
If this happened to me right now,
$180,000.
We wouldn't be able to find you.
I've got to think about it. Dead serious.
Man, this wedding is making you make all kinds of questionable choices.
180 would not last long. It would not last long. Your best bet to make $180,000 last would be to get down to Mexico or the islands or somewhere like that.
You really only have one gear of saying that word.
What?
Mexico.
Mexico.
It's right on the money.
Yeah, like maybe Belize or Argentina or Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica.
You could set up shop there.
Yeah, Costa Rica. Pura Vida, baby.
Yeah, you could set up shop there and for $180K buy you a place, maybe get a little job.
No, see, that's where you guys, if that happened, there was a glitch and all of a sudden on my 2-week paycheck, said $180,000.
Right.
I'm not balling out.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I'm taking years off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not a lot of money, though. People, you say that, you're like, well, that's $60,000 a year for 3 years.
It's not, but I mean it is.
That's a lot of time. It's not a lot of money, but 3 years, that's a fair amount of time.
Inflation right now in the U.S., that probably lasts you until like maybe September. I'm joking.
I can stretch that. If I go ahead and just not spend it, and also thinking like, okay,
invest it.
The trade-off is not, working. You get to go ahead and be an uncut, unfiltered human being.
Uncut. So the weird thing there would be, though, if it happened in the U.S., because you couldn't prove that there was a standard that you made that kind of money, it's obviously theft. Like if you took the money, even though they gave it to you voluntarily based on an error in the system, a glitch, it's still theft because it's still a mistake.
It's a mistake, but I think if you had just, cashed the paycheck and left, but for him to have taken all of those steps to address the discrepancy leaves him no wiggle room with the defense and saying, well, I didn't know it was theft. I just thought it was a bonus.
Yeah.
Oops. Finger, mouth, bottom lip.
See, the funny thing is that works in some situations. Like if the lottery office gave you too much money, you'd be like, maybe I could do something there. Or your work gave you too much money, something there. But if the IRS sends you a couple $100,000, you better run from that check.
Well, depending on the business, I wouldn't even take the chance with that.
You better personally drive it back, and hand it to somebody personally. Like take a picture of yourself handing it to somebody personally. You do not want to F with those guys.
I thought it was stimulus money.
Right, exactly. Yeah, a couple $100,000 in stimulus cash. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I heard probably press, not charges, just be like, hey man, we need that, and I would be like, oh man,
180 G's. When you're used to paying somebody $545 a month, that's payroll for the entire company for a couple months, I'm guessing.
Oh, that's
$545 a month.
That's a good point.
I mean,
that's stealing from a whole lot more people than just the boss.
Oh man, I mean, you think about that. If your payroll, the guy makes $500,000 pesos a month, which is $545, and you figure most people in that factory probably make around that same amount.
You got a whole lot more people looking for you than just the boss.
You bet your ass. And they're probably doing that whole army thing, like, hey, if this guy screws up, everybody does push-ups. Like, if this guy doesn't come back, nobody gets paid. They'll put that entire factory out in the jungle looking for that guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I probably wouldn't do it because I don't have the cojones. But dude, that 48 hours would be rough.
Yeah, it would be. Hey, by the way, don't forget we do have some cool videos at JimCorbettLive.com. We have this crazy story out of Jacksonville where this guy kills this dude's rooster. But really, you watch the story for the interaction of a couple of these dudes talking to each other, pretty crazy. And another video of a pickup truck getting struck by lightning, and the video is from the wife of the guy who was riding behind him, with a dash cam
over on the Gulf Coast.
And the picture, I mean, the video is unbelievable. It really is. JimCorbettLive.com. You can check all that out right there. 407-916-1041. Do you think guys, think they're healthier than they are, or do you think that they go and do their annual checkups when they're supposed to?
Oh, wait, I gotta draw that one out.
I think that was three questions.
You don't need to worry about it. I think we know the answer. This is a story I pulled a couple weeks ago, but we never made it to, and this is a common problem that I hear about, that men think they're way healthier than they actually are.
I believe that.
And what they notice is happening here is that men are comparing their health to other people their same age and going, well, if that guy's doing okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's exactly, it's so funny. You read this story, it's a real long story, but what it all boils down to is, guys, when you get to be about 50 years old, you don't take care of yourself well enough. You don't get your blood checked enough. You don't exercise enough, right? But because guys are guys, and like let's say Jack could use this to me. Jack could go, well, I'm 55 and I probably need to go to the doctor more.
But Jim's doing
okay. Look at
okay.
Jim. But Jim's 54. He's fat. He's looking. I'm way better in shape than that guy. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't think women do this. I think dudes do this a lot.
Well, women, I think just by the nature, especially if you're a mother or you're of childbearing years, I quote unquote say requirement is yearly exams. Guys don't really need to start thinking about that until you're 50. So it's 50 years of going, I think I'm doing pretty good.
And they just extended that. Remember, they wanted you to start getting prostate exams at 45 years old. And they wanted you to get it every 5 years. Every 5 years until you turn. Every year. They wanted you to start getting it every year. And then I think that changed. They said at 50, you can start it at 50 now and get one every 5 years or every 2 years or something. So they've changed it a lot.
There's got to be a couple people out there, they have a loving wife, but they show up to those exams once a month.
Oh, yeah.
That's their little dirty little secret.
Oh, really?
I would think there's got to be some guy who's just like, oh, well, it's the 25th. Let's go. Dr. Jenkins.
Because of the finger?
Absolutely.
Oh, no, stop. They wouldn't even do that much. And it's very uncomfortable.
Jimmy's asked.
It's it's so uncomfortable. That's one of the, I have to tell you.
He asked for the two-piece and a side.
Let me ask you guys this. This is just strictly for the guys.
Here's that hardcore laughter.
Do you mind having a female doctor?
I was just thinking that about today, how men feel about having a female doctor.
Well, you got to remember, when that situation arises, I mean, when you go look.
I've heard it's easier.
I can't imagine that being the case.
Well, because the digits are smaller.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I understand that part, but there's another part to that too, where you get checked up front and to have some rando juggling your boys, even in a medical setting, is a little bizarre.
I hear you. That's why one time I asked my gynecologist, so why did you become a gynecologist? Because to be honest, isn't that a little bit like the Tin Man becoming a cardiologist?
Yeah, right. Yeah. You don't want to see that thing all the time.
Well, no, it's not about seeing it. You can't tell me anything about what I'm feeling.
Oh, yeah, because
you
you're
have none of the same equipment.
Yeah, but with a woman, and it's a pretty easy exam. I have a male doctor.
Ours is not.
And it's not. You're right. I have a male doctor, and it's always the most uncomfortable conversation. Of course it is. I mean, I don't mean to be stereotypical here, But it's just kind of weird how the conversation breaks down when the inevitable is nearing. Like, okay, how you feeling? Yeah, I feel good, doc. Everything's fine. I'm just a little sore. Other than that, really fine. Have you had any issues with your allergies? No, I'm doing fine. No problem there. Any soreness? No, I'm good. Everything's fine.
And I think the soreness was the hint.
Is any other symptoms or anything like that? I'm like, no, I mean, everything's fine. Okay. So we need to stand up. And and then, of course, this is the part of the exam that's a little uncomfortable for both of us. And then I lean in close and I go, not for me.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. There's got to be some dudes out there that's just like, hey, man, I'm not cheating on my wife.
But
I also like Dr. Jenkins. I don't mind being healthy.
It is uncomfortable.
It would be really weird if you were like 25 and you're like, no, I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve.
I'm saving these up.
I'm being proactive.
This is my 401k of butt stuff.
I brought my punch card. Do they have punch cards for those?
Yeah, they do. You get 5 and then you get a free juggle. 5 thumbs and a juggle. That's the card. It's got a clown on it. It's weird. They try to make it palatable to all audiences. There's a little clown on it. Why not? Sometimes you can get it in camo if you want.
Do you have the same doctor? Have you one and done?
I've had the same doctor for quite a while now. And he's very, again, when it comes to that thing, man, and the after thing is even, after the deed is done, the glove has been pulled off and discarded, but there you still stand, lubed up.
Not making eye contact.
Not making eye contact. Not talking a bunch. I'm going to be dead honest with you.
You're praying just to remind God. You're like, I'm with you.
And he hands you a roll of toilet paper and says, okay, you can clean up. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh!
And I'm like, this feels like this feels like a truck stop interaction.
Are you kidding me? No. That's what they do at the end?
Box of tissues. Yeah, buddy, because they're gooping up. I mean, they don't play around with that goop.
No, I'm talking about that last line of like, all right, here's the towel, clean up, like a douchebag one night stand.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. You get handed a box of napkins or like tissue, and he says, okay, clean up. I'll be back in a minute. We can discuss the results. But I mean, it is a very curt exchange.
And if they don't leave, at least they have the courtesy of turning their back to you.
Because you're sitting there wiping yourself, standing up in a room while he makes notes. You know how uncomfortable that is? You know how weird that is?
I want to know what the notes are.
You know how much that usually costs?
You want to know what the notes are?
I do.
It's just a doodle. He's just drawing.
It's just drawing a picture of my ass. And then he just writes over it, Concord.
Do you ever hit him with like, all right, well, I'll see you next time?
No.
Like, call me.
Do I have to wait a year?
I've tried jokes before. Does not hit.
A challenge.
It does not.
No, Ross.
You cannot joke with that guy. That guy.
I've heard proctologists have a pretty big sense of humor.
Yeah, that guy is not into joking at that point because I may be the 5th one that day at 11 o'clock in the morning. He's done a lot up that day. He does not want to joke about it because let me tell you what. I take pretty good care of myself. And I see some of the old dudes waddling into that office, and I don't want to be a part of any of that. I cannot imagine.
Yeah, so you're a treat to him.
I am a treat. I am a treat. I even take care of the whole access thing for him very well.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Little glitter?
No glitter. I'm just saying.
I can't get over that this man just essentially throws you a hand towel and goes, clean yourself up.
Yeah.
Get a box of Kleenex.
Yeah.
For some of us, it's called college.
Yeah. Let's just say I opened the melon for him. He's good.
That is wild. How disrespectful.
And he's so nice, and he's good looking too. That's the other thing. He's a very good looking guy. Oh yeah.
See, I don't. No cute doctors. Not for that part of the body. Nope. Ugly AF.
And the worst thing is because I have a pretty good memory. I can picture what he's looking like when I'm bending over the table. Like I can picture him doing it right in there. And I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for him.
Does he keep his hands on your shoulders?
No.
Slap ass. Clean yourself up.
Bad Jimmy.
Bad baby.
Here comes Frodo.
Does he slap ass? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Good job, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up for last call. Let's get out of here on a Wednesday.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And as we head toward the end of the week, we're going to notice temperatures warming up as our daily afternoon storm chances cool down. Any early storms today ending very soon, the low 78 tonight. Tomorrow, the high 95. We'll see a 40% chance for storms. On Friday, the high 96. Saturday, the high 97. Both days, just isolated storms. But for early next week, a front drops down, which means numerous storms. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has everything you need for school at prices that won't hold you back. Now, Staples one-subject notebooks are just 35 cents, and Polly Pocket folders and Crayola 24-count crayons are only 50 cents each. In-store only, offer N79, limit 30. Don't send your kids back to school, send them forward at Staples.
And do-yourself alarm systems appear to be the solution for home security. They're cheap and simple to install, but that's a problem. They're cheap and simple, cheaply made, simple to bypass. So simple that a lot of people don't even put the sign out telling crooks that's the system they have because they already know how to get past it. And those do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. They send you great video and it looks awesome, but it's not really helping you out. It's not calling the cops or the fire department when you need it. That's where SafeTouch comes in with incredible camera technology that does all of that. 5 layers of protection, starting out with a SafeTouch sign. Crooks know to stay away from a SafeTouch house. Secondly up are the SafeTouch cameras, identifying boundaries and humans, alerting the bad guys they're on camera and being identified, and then the homeowner gets that feed. That is awesome. Plus, the entry alerts notify the central station before the bad guys even enter. That's called the always on feature, and the superstar of the entire system is the SafeTouch two-way communicator. Guys, this is the game changer. It gives you the verified response immediately. You know what that means? The fastest response available out there. It's just no question. You can't get better than SafeTouch. Plus, the monitoring center is right here in Central Florida. And all you have to do is call 888-723-8682. Get that free demonstration of the newest 5-star system from SafeTouch. That's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem.
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
FrankGayServices.com.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
It's simply the best when you have fresh groceries at great prices delivered to your door. Kroger's delivery pros guarantee your food is handled with care. And our refrigerated trucks make sure every order gets to you extra fresh. Order everything you need with just one click. Start your cart now. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy $15 off your first 3 delivery orders of $35 or more. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Every year, millions of Americans find it harder and harder to own a home. Divvy is here to change that. We believe home ownership and building equity should be possible for everyone, even if your credit score isn't perfect or you can't swing 20% down. Divvy makes it possible to live in your dream home while you save for your dream home. Just pre-qualify online, and when you're approved, shop for any home on the market within your Divvy budget. Divvy buys your dream home in cash and you move in. Your monthly payment includes built-in savings toward a future down payment, so every month you're closer to home ownership. Within 3 years, you're ready to qualify for a mortgage and buy your home at the preset price. And that dream of owning your own home, it becomes a reality. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
Millions of kids in America depend on the meals they get at school. When school's out for the summer, many of those meals disappear. Kids and teens can get free meals right in their neighborhoods, provided by local schools and community groups. To find the nearest meal site for your children, just text the word food to 304-304 or go online to nokidhungry.org/help. No questions asked or registration required. This service is made possible by No Kid Hungry.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Florida Jobs Now.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Alrighty, fun show today. Fun show today. Got another big one for you tomorrow. Our buddy Brendan O'Connor drops by to tell us what's happening in Orlando. And, of course, we'll have our buddy Glenn Klausman for Colbert Court. That's all happening tomorrow here on the show, plus your calls and texts, talkbacks, and more opportunities for you to win cash from us like our buddy Rocco won today.
Yay!
$1,000. That's right. Gives us 2 winners. Monsters had a winner today as well, so the pump is primed. And I think this thing is going to turn into a cash machine for the remainder of this week. So be sure you tune in and get those keywords and go to realradio.fm and send them away. And then pick up your phone, just like Rocco did, to win that $1,000. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Last call is loaded up, so we'll get to you guys in just a second. Ross, you have anything coming up this weekend, homie?
The only thing that I have stand-up comedy-wise is that we'll be at the Milk District Comedy over at the Barley and Vine tomorrow night.
Okay, very nice. Just doing a little impromptu set?
Yeah.
We may be ripping it tomorrow.
Might be. Let me know, dude. You get to meet McGahee.
I just got to make sure the time is good for me because you're playing kind of late for me.
That's wild.
Yeah.
This is incredibly early for me.
He's playing at 8:05 in the morning, and that's usually about an hour after I like to tee it up. Damn. I played out at
on a school night.
I played on a school night. I played Orange Lake, which is way out there by Disney, at 7:05 Saturday morning. So I left my house at 5:15.
Oh my god!
But I'd already been up. I was already up half an hour before I left. I just get up. I got up at 4:45 this morning. I don't know why. I go to bed early though. I'm usually asleep by 9:30.
Can't stop. Won't.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're lucky we don't get done by 5. He'd be having dinner at 4:30.
And then you get into that cycle of going to bed at 9 o'clock and sleeping and waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then that's your sleep cycle. You can't break that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, for me to stay up to like 11 o'clock and then sleep till 7, I feel like a bum.
Just going off of your sleep cycle makes me think that all your food is mushy.
My food is not mushy. It's very solid. Now, when it comes out, I'm joking. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb, who do we have to thank today, dear?
We want to thank Jifu Jennings, Amber Mayfield, and Juice, the Everglades red rat snake from the Central Florida Zoo today.
Yeah, real good segment. You'll be posting the podcast here soon, so you can check that out, along with all the other podcasts, JimColbertLive.com. And by the way, we have a new video up at JimColbertLive.com that is going to be news everywhere tomorrow. It's a campaign ad from a guy named Jerome. I don't even know what market. I don't know where he is, but it is a gun thing. And let's just say there's some Klan people involved, and it is going to be the talk of, it's going to make a lot of rounds tomorrow. But if you want to see the video, JimColbertLive.com for what's going to be happening tomorrow on Talk Radio.
And thanks to the listener for sending us the link.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Jack, anything else going on? I know it's still Winning Wednesday.
It is, and you have Collective Soul tickets up for grabs today, so there's still time. If you make sure you follow us, the Real Radio site on Instagram. It's at Real Radio 1041, and your chance to win Collective Soul tickets today.
By the way, saw them in a New Year's Eve show a couple years ago out at H2O Live, and they were great.
Yeah.
We broke them here in Orlando. Pat
Oh,
Lynch,
that's right.
He gave on stage, the lead singer of Collective Soul gave Pat Lynch credit for breaking them and playing them in the 90s when nobody else would. And he actually said, truthfully, thank you. I mean, our career was on that decision to do that.
Cool.
And by the way, that little band from Palatka called Nothing Known I was telling you guys about, they're starting to blow up a little bit.
That's because they started telling people they're from Jacksonville.
Yeah, right, exactly. They're getting ads all over these, rock stations all over the world, actually. It's kind of cool. I was telling Rick, I said, you guys should get on this. This is a local band that could blow up. Great sound, great look.
Yeah.
They're good. All right, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Let's do Gold Star Mom, last call.
No, what?
Or man, whatever it is. I don't know.
My name is Gold Star Masturbator.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, I choose not to elaborate. Thanks,
buddy. Appreciate that. Mike, last call.
Mike Buzzer Larson here. Stand by, Jack, yo. The hardest I've ever heard y'all laugh was the day Deb described telling her radio boss she'd rather rub her hoo-ha against a tree than have sex with him. I last called that night, and I said that I wished I was a tree in Deb's backyard. Jack, yo, give me the buzzer. Mike Larson, peace out.
All right, buddy, thank you. It's not creepy.
Forgot about that.
Dave, last call.
Hey, guys. Deb, I want to say it's very nice to hear your voice back on the radio. I'm glad you're healthy. I'm glad you're happy. And shame on you for Jim for giving Deb the sickness. Ooh,
No,
the Colbert 19.
How dare you?
There you go. Spreading it again.
There you go. God, I wish I could do that. Kinda. Michael, last call.
Michael.
Jim.
Yes.
Jim, what's up? Hey, I'm from Palatka, buddy. We got to stick together.
That's right.
I don't blame you for giving Deb, Colbert 19. I think it's all a scam with you giving her to her. I don't think she got it from you. But anyways, peace out, guys.
All right, thanks. I love
Your
that.
opinion means everything.
Listen, this guy's backing me up. He's a P-Town hustler, like I am. He's a P-Town hustler.
Well, maybe he knows Gator Nutty and Hump it like you do.
Trust me, they all know Gator Nutty and Hump. Everybody knows Gator Nutty and Hump. Jack Wayne, last call. Take us home.
Hey, I've always known you for being a cheap bastard, Jimmy, but did Michael Wanzi have a garage sale to sell you that shirt?
Oh, what do you mean?
I bet Tori's boyfriend that she's bringing to your funeral.
You son of a bitch, you got me again. How dare you? Talking about my
every time.
This is a nice shirt. It's too big. Anyway, let's get out of here. Big show coming up tomorrow. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday evening.